To your commentary team, a former Reds defender, Don Matteo, and first, Steve Hunter.
Thank you so much, Mark. Good evening, everybody. Dublin's Aviva Stadium in the Emerald Isle plays host to a very special football match. We are here to raise vital funds for Sean Cox. Sean, a passionate Liverpool fan who was attacked on his way to watch his beloved Reds in the Champions League match in Anfield last season. Legends from Liverpool and the Republic of Ireland's illustrious past are donning their boots once again tonight to raise funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust, and we're absolutely delighted to say that Sean is here tonight. He's already met Liverpool's Chief Executive Officer Peter Moore, Sir Kenny Dalglish and Ian Rush as well. Absolutely wonderful to see Sean here along with his family. Liverpool and Ireland, of course, has a fantastic affiliation, and they have come together as one tonight for this very special night. So fantastic that all the players from Liverpool and the Republic of Ireland have given their time to play here tonight. And one man I know would love to get those boots on once again. He can't do because of injury these days, but delighted to have him with us tonight. Liverpool and Scotland legend Dominic Matteo.
Evening, Steve. You okay? Yeah, looking forward to the game, like you said, Steve. Just right that we're here to raise some money for Sean and his family, and looking forward to the game. Hopefully they can get some goals for the fans to cheer about, but like you say, it's more importantly that we raise the right funds for Sean's rehabilitation.
Absolutely, the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Go to our club website and find out how you can donate to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. All funds will go to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust as well. It's going to be special out there as the two sides lining up in the tunnel with referee Thomas Connolly for this one tonight. Robbie Fowler, the Liverpool skipper. Liverpool, of course, not in the traditional red shirts tonight. They are in the away strip. Brilliant that Sean Cox, his wife Martina, is here with his son Jack, daughters Shauna and Emma as well. Absolutely brilliant. Some sad news, of course, reaching us before kick-off with the sad passing of the Anfield Iron. Tommy Smith. Will mark a bit of respect for Tommy before kick-off as well, and pay our respects in memory to our 96 friends ahead of the 30th anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster, of course, on Monday. But tonight, as we said, it's all about one man. It's all about Sean Cox, a passionate Liverpool fan, 54 years of age. He lives in Dunboyne in County Meath in Ireland. Of course, and before tonight's game, you know, he'd only left hospital just twice. He was in the Walton Centre for 5 weeks before he returned home to Ireland in June, initially to Beaumont Hospital, and then in October he was transferred to the National Rehabilitation Hospital in Dunleary to continue his recovery. Every day is a period of recovery for Sean Cox, and it's fantastic that everyone has got together to raise some vital funds. And in times of hard times like these, Dom, it's a no-brainer. These players will come together.
The football family, Steve, they always do. You know, look at through the names in both teams, some stellar names and some players who've played at the highest level all over the world, and great turnout again by the boys. Absolutely fantastic.
And Sir Kenny Dalglish, taking the Liverpool managerial reins once again, and indeed the Republic of Ireland team managed by the current Republic of Ireland boss.
No, an amazing.
So now we will have the President of Ireland, President Michael D. Higgins, the presidential salute. Fabulous, great character, served as President of Ireland since November 2011. President Michael D. Higgins. There is Mick McCarthy as well. President Higgins will be introduced, of course, to the players there, meeting the Liverpool captain for tonight, Robbie Fowler, and Sir Kenny as well. And there's Sean Cox's family, his wife, of course, Martina, his son Jack, daughters Shauna and Emma. They must be so proud, you know, to even have Sean with them tonight. I mean, you can't put a price on how good that must feel for them tonight.
Yeah, it's amazing that bringing the family back together, and it's great that Sean can be there tonight and be a part of this.
Great as well, with all the mascots there, Phil Babb. And our old mate Neil Mellor would love to get on and score tonight, wouldn't he?
He would, wouldn't he? The old goal machine.
Richie Partridge as well, born in Dublin. And they're all meeting the Liverpool squad. Sean Cox's wife Martina alongside President Michael D. Higgins. Jermaine Pennant, he's perhaps the youngest member of the Liverpool squad. Of course, Jermaine, who played for Liverpool in the 2007 Champions League final in Athens. Big Sammy Hoopier, Michael Thomas, Patrick Berger, Steve McManaman, Sander Westerveld in goal as well. And it's a proud night for the Cox family. There's Sean's son Jack, and of course, as I say, that is the main reason we are here tonight, to play for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Sean's first time tonight in a public setting as well, and the fans have turned up. What a player Robbie Keane, by the way. He is an absolute Ireland legend, and of course he's assistant manager these days for Ireland with Mick McCarthy.
I think maybe underachieved a little bit at Liverpool. Maybe say he didn't end up game time, but great player, great goal scorer. I mean, some of the goals he scored in that celebration, you know, he was famous for, wasn't he? A little roll and flick over, but great player, good footballer, great football brain.
I remember Robbie Keane scoring for Liverpool at the Emirates against Arsenal. An absolute corker, ironically, against fans who were booing him because of his Tottenham connections, and he scored a magnificent goal. It really did. Boyhood Liverpool fan, and he achieved the dream, did Robbie Keane, of course. 28 games, 7 goals for Liverpool. Great there, the likes of Kenny Cunningham in the Ireland squad. Kevin Doyle as well, he was a good striker. Lee Carsley,
ex-Everton.
Ronnie Whelan, our former captain, the man who lifted the FA Cup in 1989.
Great character, isn't he, Ronnie? Great player for the club.
I was with Ronnie the other night doing the Porto game, and he tells me he's only going to play 10 minutes for each team, so we'll see.
10. Okay.
A lovely touch there with Mick McCarthy, Robbie Keane, with Sean's wife Martina. As I say, the family there, son Jack, daughters Shauna and Emma. A proud night for Martina and the Cox family. Wonderful to see them here at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, along with the dad, Sean, who's here tonight. And now, the Irish national anthem. The anthem, of course, the national anthem of the Republic of Ireland. Robbie Keane, proud Irishman, singing his heart out there.
He likes to sing song as well, Rob. Yeah, good voice.
So the two players exchange in the customary pleasantries ahead of the game, and we'll take a close check now on tonight's two lineups, and we will start with the Republic of Ireland side. Well, Mick McCarthy, the Republic of Ireland manager in charge of this side, stars whichever way you look through it. The starting 11, of course, including Liverpool's former captain Ronnie Whelan in there in the midfield. Front two of their record goal scorer Robbie Keane up there alongside Kevin Doyle up top. Great to see Ian Hart, who played with Dominic Matteo in some glory days at Leeds United.
Yeah,
with
good guy, good footballer.
And a whole host of substitutes as well, including players who are going to play for both sides, including John Aldridge, Jason McAteer and Phil Babb. Moving on then to the Liverpool Legends team, selected by Sir Kenny Dalglish. And it's Sir Kenny, of course, who is taking charge of his second Liverpool Legends game after that victory over Milan Glory, thanks to Steven Gerrard's Cop-End winner that day. Robbie Fowler captains the side. There's debuts in the Liverpool Legends side for Michael Thomas, now 51 years of age. Yes, I know he scored that goal for Arsenal, but he made up for it with that great goal in the FA Cup win over Sunderland in 1992. And Jermaine Pennant, the youngest member of the Liverpool team at 36, he was playing recently for Billy Ricky Town, actually, in his heyday. But of course, Jermaine Pennant will be looking forward to playing for this one tonight. But great to see the legends from both sides coming out in their force. Sammy Hoopier, of course, a Cop legend who will always be loved by Copites. Great to see Big Sammy out there playing at centre-back. Maybe Sammy Hoopier is going to have to play for 90 minutes because on the bench we haven't really got any other centre-backs, Tom.
No, and what a player, as you mentioned, Steve, what a great player. I was lucky enough to play with Sammy a couple of times and read the game so brilliantly. Real top player, and the way he played the game for me was the right way. And it could be good to see him tonight as well out there.
So the Pennants getting exchanged with Robbie Fowler and Robbie Keane. Of course, the two of them ex-Liverpool and Leeds strikers as well, the pair of them, of course.
Got a connection there, haven't they? Yeah.
But goals, they were born to score them, weren't they, them two? Unbelievable players in the heyday. Of course, Robbie Keane was playing until recently with Steven Gerrard in America at LA Galaxy, wasn't he? But Robbie Fowler shows he's still got quality. That goal he scored against Milan Glory at Anfield was absolutely brilliant. Before the game as well, we're going to have a minute's applause in memory of the Anfield Iron. Tommy Smith, first of all. The sad passing of Tommy, news coming out just over an hour ago, reaching us here. And we will also have a minute's silence in memory of our 96 friends ahead of the Hillsborough Memorial Service. First of all, a moment's applause for Anfield Iron, Tommy Smith.
Monday, 15th April, Liverpool Football Club will mark the 30th anniversary of the Hillsborough disaster. On the referee's whistle, we will start a moment's silence to remember the lives of the 96 supporters who attended a football match and never came home. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Beautifully observed. Minute silence as Kenny applauds in memory of our 96 loved ones who will never walk alone. So we're here tonight at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust, raising vital funds for Sean. Sander Westerveld, the goalkeeper, who was very much a big part of that treble season. And Liverpool, of course, won those 3 trophies. Wayne Henderson in goal for Ireland, now 35. Stephen Hunt as well in the team too. Robbie Keane, Nick McCarthy, the Republic of Ireland manager. TC used to call him Terry Connor.
That's right, yeah. Great
He's with him at
him.
Wolves.
Yeah, brilliant. These boys are here tonight as well.
Wonderful. All turning out tonight in honour of Sean Cox, who we're delighted to say is here tonight.
Yeah, it's brilliant,
watch
isn't
this.
it? He's here.
So it's the Republic of Ireland Legends to get us underway. Unlike the game at Anfield, of course, folks, this is the full McCoy. 45 each way. It was 40 each way for the foundation game. And as I say, the likes of Ronnie Whelan and Aldo have told me they certainly will not be playing for 90 minutes, even though they'd love to. But here's Robbie Keane on the prowl for the Ireland Legends. Lee Carsley, who was at Birmingham City recently. Before then, the ex-Everton man who once scored the winner against Liverpool in a Merseyside derby. Stephen Reid across the back line. Now Kevin Foley. Had a good career, Kevin Foley, with the likes of Wolves and Luton Town. Keith Andrews. Good covering by Bjorn Tore Kawama. And Bab finding Steve McManaman, who last week was showing great support for Curtis Jones when he got a wonderful winner for the under-23s against Chelsea. And Kirby Maka, a regular visitor with Rob Jones, and giving the youngsters the benefit of their support.
It's great to see the boys coming down and encouraging the young players now coming through the ranks.
Michael Thomas was dispossessed there, but Tomo is 51 these days, Doc.
Yeah.
Robbie Keane.
I think maybe the Irish lads have got a little bit of youth on their side, Steve.
Here's Ian Hart. Wonderful left foot. Ronnie Whelan, who scored that magical goal for Ireland against the USSR. Dangerous ball across the face of goal, but Phil Babb, who's going to represent both sides here tonight. Stephen Hunt, wasn't it, in the thick of the action?
Yeah, decent ball across the face, wasn't it, from Stephen Hunt. Whips it in left foot, and unusually Sammy Hippier leaves it. It's not like him, is it?
Jason McAteer does some great work behind the scenes, helping organise these Legends events.
Yeah, he does do a good job, doesn't he, Jason? So much work that goes unseen.
There's Phil Babb. Patrick Berger. Of course, we all remember that Patrick Berger pass to Michael Owen in the 2001 FA Cup final, the winner over Arsenal in Cardiff. McAteer, and he produced one of his famous crosses. In the end, Kenny Cunningham back there. Now 47, 72 caps for Ireland, Kenny Cunningham.
Yeah, he was a good servant for Ireland, wasn't he? Right under the radar a little bit. Here's Jason getting forward here, Steve, as you mentioned. Decent bowling. Kenny taking no chances.
Robbie Fowler. And Robbie gets that ball on his left peg. Big things can happen.
Maybe looking to chip him there, wasn't he?
Unbelievable Robbie Fowler's figures though. 183 goals for Liverpool, 369 appearances. He turned 44 on Tuesday as well. A man that Liverpool fans call God.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to go through the ranks of Robbie and watch him develop. Just what a natural goal scorer, as Gary was saying before the game as well. Just incredible talent.
He's been playing a lot of Legends football games recently, Robbie Fowler as well. He played for Harry Redknapp in the England game.
Trying to make a comeback or something, Steve. There's a few out there, isn't there?
There's Mick McCarthy, Terry Connor alongside him. Michael Thomas. Here's a touch for Jermaine Pennant, who, as I say, was playing for Billericay Town until last year. Keeping himself active. McAteer. Fowler. Now Berger. Covered by Ian Hart.
Actually looks like Stephen Reid's playing centre half, Steve, for Ireland with Kenny Cunningham. Usually plays midfield or right back, but centre half tonight.
Carsley
I spoke to him earlier, he never mentioned that actually, Steve.
Ian Hart is now a football agent, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Looking after a couple of the boys at Leeds.
What a player Ian Hart was, though, in his heyday at Leeds
Great
United.
goals, Steve.
Legend, didn't
Really great goals, took great free kicks, a lot of penalties as well. And
don't forget, folks, tonight is all about Sean Cox and the raising funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. And here's Kevin Doyle. Carsley looking for Robbie Keane. McAteer trying to dispossess him.
done well, Jason, didn't he? Getting back in, helping his centre half out. Sammy Appiah just a little bit slow in possession.
If you would like to make a donation to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust, go to the club website for full details. Jason McAteer doesn't think that one out of play.
Wasn't the best ball from his mate Phil Babb, was it, really? Let's have a look. Oh, man.
Jason's right, that didn't go out.
It's a close one, Steve.
It might be a friendly, but the will to win never leaves you, does it?
No, certainly not.
There's Bjorn Tore Kouamara, who scored that wonderful goal at Anfield last year against the Bayern Munich Legends.
Always used to wear his shin guards, even in training.
Did he, Bjorn?
Yeah.
Nice fella.
Yeah, great fella.
Roy Evans signed him, of course.
Yeah.
Stephen Reid. Stephen Reid, you know, Don, once played for West Brom with a fractured leg against Arsenal.
That's right, yeah.
Unbelievable, that.
Yeah.
It's like Jerry Byrne with playing with in the 65
quite
final.
a close friend of mine, Stephen. We played together at Blackburn and stayed in contact. And you know, he was assistant manager for Crystal Palace with Roy Hodgson for a while, Steve, up until recent. Just wanted a little bit of time out of football, but learning his trade as well within the game.
Here's Robbie Keane, sprinting away from Michael Thomas. And Sammy Huppier. Robbie Keane rolling back the years. Apart from the finish, that is.
Yeah. But apart from that, it was great feat, wasn't it? We mentioned before the game that Keane's, you know, not long retired and still got great football brain. A little nutmeg there on Bjorn. And don't want to see this again. Let's have a look. Just pops it through. There you go. Oh. Not sure about the finish.
Boyhood Liverpool fan, of course. He's going to play for Liverpool in the second half. There's Robbie. McAteer, that's a good ball. Now Jermaine Pennant. Up against Cunningham. 81 appearances, 3 goals for Liverpool, Jermaine Pennant. Remember that goal he scored against Chelsea back in January 2007, and a brilliant volley at the Anfield Road end. Could do with someone doing that on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, Jermaine certainly had a lot of ability, Steve, didn't he? Maybe consistency, but that good guy, Jermaine. Played with him at Leeds as well, and
he played well for Liverpool in the 2007
did.
Champions League
Play
final.
well, Steve.
Pennant's corner. Phil Babb coming in. Fowler. Appealing as though he was held back there, Robbie Fowler, when he tried the sneaky little overhead. Now Ian Hart. Now Foley. Doyle. Carsley. Foley's got some space here. McAteer tidying up. Now 47, Jason, 139 appearances, 6 goals for Liverpool. There's a right wing back that McAteer really made a name for himself at Liverpool, flourishing in that Roy Evans team.
Did he get a hat-trick in one of them goals, Steve? No? Never a hat-trick, no.
Couple against West Ham once at Anfield, yeah. At the Cop end, a couple of great strikes. 5-0. It was. Vladimir Smica, of course, last appearance for Liverpool. Istanbul, when he netted a penalty after scoring in that 6 minutes that we will never forget.
Yeah.
Phil Babb. Every time Robbie Fowler plays in these games, he wants to score. There's a penalty claim here, Dom.
Yeah, I mean, is he getting held a little bit there? Was it Ian Hart, was he holding him? Yeah. Was it Ian Hart? No, I think Foley actually. But yeah, you know, Robbie, he's going to try everything he can to get his goal, isn't he? every game he plays, he wants to get his goal, and it'll be no shock if he does find the back of the net tonight.
There's Sander Westerveld covering well. Of course, he played at Anfield the other week against Milan Glory. Big Sander, McAteer. Here's Vladimir Smica, who once scored a last gasp winner against Chelsea at Anfield as well. At the Anfield Road end. Brilliant strike it was. The season when Liverpool narrowly lost out on the title to a very good Arsenal team, but it's a big win that at the time when Vladdy scored. Fowler and McManaman rolling back the years, and Kenny Cunningham just about did enough to help out Henderson.
Kenny getting back, lovely interplay with Robbie and Maka. Michael Thomas initially there, round the corner from Robbie Fowler, and Kenny just stretches a leg out and does enough. Henderson just comes out and gathers, but lovely play.
In the heyday, they had a wonderful partnership, Maka and Robbie, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Quite apt, really. McManaman playing for the Liverpool Legends team, managed by Sir Kenny Dalglish, because it was Sir Kenny that gave Steve McManaman his Liverpool debut against Sheffield United at Anfield. Came on as a sub for Peter Beardsley in December 1990. Scored some wonderful goals. That one against Celtic in Europe.
What a goal! Yeah,
he ran from his own half, didn't he?
Again, I think he was a little bit underestimated, Steve Maka. Some player, give him the ball, he just used to carry it up the field and, you know, give the defence a rest.
Pennant up against Ian Hart. Jermaine Pennant rolling back the years. Thomas. Patrick Berger. 196 appearances, 35 goals for Liverpool, Paddy Berger. Fowler on that left peg.
Ooh, corner.
Well, you know, when Robbie's got that on his left foot, good things often happen.
Yeah. Well, he's always looking to get that half a yard to get the shot away. I'm not sure if Stephen Reid could have got a little bit tighter through his legs in the end and just past the post. A little touch off him.
I think Wayne Henderson got a touch on that. Good save.
Good save. Always finds them little corners, doesn't he, Robbie?
Pennant with the corner. Big Sammy Hoopier up there. Love to score again from a set piece, wouldn't he? Nice work by Kevin Doyle. It's a great ball by Doyle as well. Dazzling skill by Robbie Keane. Still Robbie Keane. Back to Kevin Doyle.
Kavame did well, actually, didn't he, just to hold Robbie Keane up a little bit.
64 caps for Ireland, 14 goals. The ex-Reading and Wolves striker finished his career in America, actually, with the Colorado Rapids, Kevin Doyle.
Yeah, good ball initially, and he fancied Keane one-on-one, but beyond, Kavame just does enough to hold him up. And the shot just wide of the post.
He had to retire from the game in 2017 on medical grounds, Kevin Doyle, because of complaining about headaches when heading the ball. Here's McManaman, setting off on one of those runs again. Fowler, lovely. Berger, that left peg, Patrick Berger! Remember Patrick Berger scoring in a Merseyside derby at the Cop End with that left peg as well.
Remember the Leicester game away, Steve, was it? One's a couple of goals he got, was it? His debut, was it?
Yeah, second appearance it was.
Some power in them.
Yeah.
Strikes.
The old Filbert Street, wasn't it?
Was, yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic strikes. Remember a goal he scored against Derby County. And Emil Heskey got a hat-trick that season. Berger's goal was absolutely stunning.
Didn't score many tap-ins, did he?
No. When he got it on that left peg, though, remember that free kick in the green shirt at Old Trafford against Manchester United?
Yeah, great finish.
Keith Andrews now still involved in the game as a TV pundit. McAteer miscontrolled it. Hunt out wide to Hart. Well, Ronnie Whelan's still out there.
Done more than 10, Steve.
Yeah, great to see him out there. Hart. Lovely ball. Doyle. Andrews looking to try and pick out Robbie Keane. Now Vladimir Smica with a break. McManaman. 364 appearances for Liverpool, Steve McManaman. Fowler. McManaman again. Kevin Doyle there at right back. Good defending by Stephen Reid. Here's Ronnie Whelan. Little sprint there from Ronnie.
Yeah.
Carsley. Kenny Cunningham again. Played for the likes of Millwall, Wimbledon, Birmingham City. As a youngster, Kenny Cunningham on the ball here actually played for Home Farm, of course, famous for being the team where Liverpool signed a certain Ronnie Whelan
yeah,
from.
That's right, yeah.
Here's Andrews in space. 35 caps for Ireland. Keith Andrews played for Wolves and Kate Dons, and
ball.
Robbie Keane
Good ball, Steve.
in the thick of the action again.
Offside.
Graham Kavanagh preparing to come on, maybe for Ronnie Whelan here.
Possibly, Steve. What do you think? He's done well on nearly 15 minutes.
We're going to see Ray Houghton. Ray's playing for Ireland here tonight as well, but Graham Kavanagh is actually a boyhood Liverpool fan. Graham Kavanagh, 19-year long career he had, the likes of Stoke City, Cardiff City, Wigan Athletic.
Yeah, real competitor, wasn't he, in midfield, box to box.
McAteer. Robbie Fowler gone as close as anybody to opening the scoring with a really good effort so far. But the main reason we're here is to raise funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. For details on that, if you would like to make a donation, go to the club website, liverpoolfc.com. All funds as well from the game go to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Robbie Keane. Now Ian Hart. Andrews. That's nice. Robbie Keane.
Just off, I think, just offside.
Unlucky. What a touch as well.
Yeah, great ball, wasn't it, from Andrews? Not happy. Let's have a look.
It is Ronnie Whelan coming off. So he's played 16 minutes.
Just offside, Steve.
Just. So Ronnie Whelan off the field, getting a standing ovation. The Ireland fans love Ronnie Whelan, as I say. He played for Liverpool in the second half as well. Our former captain. He's such a great fella. Great joke. The crowd loved that with Mick McCarthy and the embrace as well. Ronnie and Mick played, of course, with Big Jack in that great Ireland team with John Aldrich, Ray Houghton.
Fantastic, wasn't it? Strong side, physical.
That goal Ronnie scored against the USSR, though, was absolutely unbelievable in Euro 88. Sensational. Doyle. Here's Ian Hart. Doyle, Andrews. Look, recovery there by Bjorn Tore Kwame. Kevin Doyle again. And Stephen Hunt is onside here. Stephen Hunt, now 37 years of age, 39 caps for Ireland, the ex-Brentford, Reading, Hull City, Wolves, Ipswich, Coventry City.
A few clubs then, Steve. Here we go.
Here's Ronnie. Why did you take me off, Mick? Mick saying, you played longer than you said you were going to. Sean St Ledger there, just showing a joke with Ronnie Whelan on the bench as well. Ronnie will don his famous number 5 jersey for Liverpool in the second half.
He must be one of your favourite players, Steve. I know you've got a few.
Without a doubt,
Yeah,
he's up there.
Yeah, I know.
He's one of yours as well, isn't he?
I love Ronnie, yeah. He used to give me a lift to training, Steve, when I was a young lad, so what to thank Ronnie for.
Great man. Here's Doyle. Into Robbie Keane. McAteer trying to close down the space. Here's Graham Kavanagh. Andrews. Kavanagh. Passing the ball quite nicely, Ireland, aren't they?
Yeah, they're keeping it well, aren't they?
Andrews. What's Robbie Fowler doing at the back? Centre back there, Robbie there. Oh, he's at right back.
Oh.
Well, you did say Graham Kavanagh likes to tackle.
Yeah.
Here's Pennant. Patrick Berger's made a great run for him. I don't think Robbie Fowler appreciates that weighted pass by Pennant. He's got there. McManaman. Fowler. Covering well is Stephen Reid. Wayne Henderson only won 6 caps actually for Ireland, but he actually started at the Dublin-based team Cherry Orchard, went to Aston Villa, and had a series of loan spells. Played a few games at Brighton and Hove Albion too. Wayne Henderson. They've got a young goalkeeper on the bench. Liverpool haven't got a goalkeeper on the bench tonight, but Ireland have a 31-year-old Shane Supple, former Ipswich Town keeper, who only retired in November 2018. Here's Pennant. Nice by Pennant. But Vladimir Smica's offside, so a goal disallowed for offside at either end.
It's a great finisher, Vladimir, isn't he? When he gets in one-on-one, he was always finding the corners, tucking things away. Just have a look here. Oh, he's onside. He's onside, Steve. That should have been a goal.
Jason McAteer's giving that linesman a mouthful again there.
It's not like Jason, is it? He's got the binoculars out again.
That was clearly onside.
It was.
No VAR tonight, Dom.
No, isn't there? Okay.
Unlike midweek, of course, in the Porto game.
We could actually go back to Gary and Mark in the studio, couldn't we? The VAR, that'd be good.
Gary can be the independent adjudicator.
He could.
Absolutely. Here's McManaman. I'd still love to see Gary out there playing for Liverpool Legends. The likes of Gary and Loro can't play anymore, sadly, but what they gave us is wonderful memories we will never forget. Here's Kevin Doyle for Ireland. Chance here. Robbie Keane. Phil Babb backing off.
Yeah. Nice for Sander Westerveld in the end, wasn't it?
Now space for Vladimir Smica on the run here for Liverpool. McAteer cut out by Cunningham. Good skill by Ian Hart. Oh, Kevin Doyle picking up a pocket of space again. Good nippy forward, Kevin Doyle, wasn't he? You know,
handful, wasn't he?
Yeah,
handful. A couple of good seasons where he got plenty of goals.
Robbie Keane, Andrews, Doyle, Keane trying to get away from Berger. Good skill by Doyle. I saw Rushy on the bench there, Rushy in his tracksuit. He was hoping to play, but he was scheduled to play in the foundation game against Milan Glory, but that is the picture of the night. Sean Cox, they say every picture tells its own story. Listen to that reception. They put it on the big screen for the fans. Magic.
Incredible, great to see.
Wow, that is emotional. Wonderful. That's why we're here to raise vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Sean's here to watch a beloved Liverpool team take to the field once again. Smica, now Berger. And a good crowd has turned out here as well at the Aviva. Here's McManaman. Now Babb. Lee Carsley cutting out the danger. Now on the run. Foley. On that far side. Spent 12 years at Luton Town, did Kevin Foley. Here's Robbie Keane. Lovely skill by Robbie Keane, and again. Now he's trying to chip Westerveld. Audacious, but typical Robbie Keane.
He's still got a bit, hasn't he?
Tell you what, Dom, on this rate, Mick McCarthy would be saying,
Yeah.
Robbie, can you get your boots on for the next international?
I think you're right.
Never mind sitting next to me on the bench.
Good effort, wasn't it? Trying a little dink into. I think Sander thinks he's got that covered.
Bet he was still the best finisher on the training ground when he trains.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fella who could finish. Big Niall Quinn. We're going to see Big Niall Quinn. Come on. Legend for Ireland. Remember, he scored that goal against the Netherlands for the Republic of Ireland. Vital goal under Big Jack. Berger. Great to see these guys, you know, coming out here. I mean, Niall Quinn, 52 he is now, but he's still out here And as Sander Westerveld said recently, you know, when the call comes, you can't resist that law to put that shirt on once again.
No, it's great, and like I said, the boys getting back together in the dressing room and having the banter. It's brilliant for them, and obviously here for such a great cause tonight.
Absolutely.
They've turned out in the numbers.
Play a good game and enjoy a little drop of the black stuff after it as well.
I'm sure there'll be a couple,
Be rude not to.
but no blackcurrant in it.
No.
That's the rule. There's too many put blackcurrant in it.
Here's Lee Carsley. Ian Hart. Still 0-0, but a couple of disallowed goals for offside. One that Vladimir Smica put in for Liverpool that definitely wasn't offside, but there you go.
Great ball, wasn't it? Great finish from Vladdy.
Andrews, Doyle, and Bjorn Tore Kwame keeping an eye on Robbie Keane, the Norwegian. 46 now, 54 games for Liverpool. Sir Kenny and Rushy leading the Liverpool team. Good covering there from Bjorn Kwame. Here's Cunningham. Header away by Bjorn Tore Kwame again. There's some space for Graham Kavanagh.
Oh.
Andrews! Great goal! Keith Andrews on the score sheet. The substitute Graham Kavanagh with the delivery. And the Ireland Legends take the lead. Keith Andrews, 38. The ex-Wolves, MK Dons, Blackburn Rovers, Bolton Wanderers man gives Ireland the lead.
Yeah, good play, wasn't it? Great ball from Kavanagh out wide. Whips it in, and Andrews arriving, as he used to do when he played. Get into that box, and it's a great header. Sander, no chance in goal there. Good ball in from Kavanagh. What's the marking like here, Steve? Speak to Gary about that half time.
Speak to Gary, yeah. Jockey would say terrible, wouldn't he? But there you go. Maybe Gary might say likewise, but good header. Ghosting in there from midfield, Keith Andrews. And the Ireland Legends take the lead here in Dublin at the Aviva Stadium. But the main reason we're all here, and we're honoured to have Sean Cox here tonight to watch this one, playing to raise funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Can the Reds find a response? Patrick Berger, Jason McAteer. There's Phil Babb on a gentle trot forward. Scored one goal for Liverpool, ironically. It was at his former club Coventry City at Highfield Road. Jason doesn't like this ref, I don't think.
Let's have a look. Maybe too much in it, was there?
No, much of a muchness that one, wasn't it?
Yep.
Jason, of course, will don the famous green jersey in the second half as well. Everyone in Republic of Ireland remembers that goal he scored against the Netherlands. A massive goal it was as well, when Ireland had 10 men. Keane, Kavanagh, Doyle, Keane. Lee Carsley getting the better of McManaman. Hunt, Foley. Now space for Ian Hart. Can't give him time and space on that left peg.
No,
great ball, Doyle! He's still got the wand, hasn't he, Ian Hart?
He has. He plays in quite a lot of these games as well, Harty, and brilliant left foot, hasn't he? Look at that, picks him out. Oof, just does enough there, doesn't he, Babsy?
Look at Robbie Keane in the middle. He wanted it.
Yeah,
he wanted it knocked across.
He wanted a tap in, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, smiling faces. That's what it's about when these players get together again. Here's Berger to his good mate, Vladdy Smica.
Thought he'd be close by, Steve.
Thomas. Michael Thomas actually finished his playing career, would you believe, with Wimbledon. 163 appearances for Liverpool, 12 goals. Scored some vital goals, as I say, in that FA Cup winning season. He scored one. Humphrey Thomas got the winner against Aston Villa at Anfield en route to going to the final. John Barnes with a fabulous through ball, and Thomas with that trademark run through the middle, great finish at the cop end, wearing Rushy's number 9 jersey that day because Rushy was injured.
Yeah, great timing, didn't he, Tomo? Knowing when to arrive in the box.
I think Bjorn Tori Kawama liked the timing of that tackle, by the way.
Somebody will be getting a kick soon.
Here's Hart. As I say, Dom, you shared some great times with Ian Hart at Leeds United.
Yeah, good player, mate. You know, he had a very long career. You know, he even dropped down, didn't he? Played for Carlisle, then he ended up back at Bournemouth. You know, getting him, I think, more or less back to the Premier League. He got a promotion with Bournemouth and really found his career picked up. He went abroad to Spain, didn't he? Played in Levante for a period of time. Yeah, a real long career, Harty.
Well, McManaman, good covering in the end by Kevin Foley. As I say, during his time and when he played for Luton Town, he was in that Luton Town side beaten by Liverpool in the FA Cup when Xabi Alonso scored that worldy goal from the halfway line at Kenilworth Road. Remember when Steven Gerrard was about to give him a right mouthful for not passing to him, and then he turned to applaud Xabi in awe of the quality of goal.
He scored a few from there, didn't he? From halfway.
A master. Here's Andrews, the goal scorer for the Ireland Legends. Back to Carsley. Nice dummy. And McAteer and Hunt are coming together, and you don't normally associate that in a friendly match, but Stephen Hunt and Jason McAteer coming together. Stephen Hunt, you know, Dom, remember he actually collided with the Chelsea goalkeeper Petr Cech in a match once. That's why Petr Cech, of course, now at Arsenal, of course, finishing his career, wears a protective shield on his head.
Certainly a fiery player, wasn't he, Stephen Hunt?
Another change for the Ireland Legends, and Stephen Hunt is going to be substituted after that, coming together with Jason McAteer, and coming on in his place, the former Everton man, Kevin Kilban.
Like for like, really, isn't it?
And Lee Carsley also going off the field now, and Keith Farhey coming on. Had a good career, Kevin Kilban. He's a good player for Ireland as well. So Kilban, 41, still involved in the game as a pundit. And Keith Farhey also coming onto the field as well for the Republic of Ireland Legends.
Carsley doesn't want to come off, does he?
He doesn't, no.
He wants to stay on.
Great competitor though, wasn't he?
Fit guy, Steve.
Keith Farhey, age 36. He's now the under-15s coach at Shamrock Rovers. He's been there since January. Farhey made one appearance at Anfield when Liverpool beat Birmingham City 5-0, which featured a Maxi Rodriguez hat-trick. There's the goal again. Great ball in by Kavanagh and Keith Andrews. Nice goal. So a whole host of changes made up there by Mick McCarthy. Great to see all the players coming on.
Liam Lawrence coming on for Ireland as well, Steve.
Liam Lawrence Stoke, as well. Yeah.
Some young boys out there now, Ireland, haven't they?
Yeah. Liam Lawrence is only 37, you know.
Yeah, I know.
15 caps he won for Ireland, Liam Lawrence. Here's Keane. So Sir Kenny and Rushy yet to make any changes yet. Of course, the subs are, I think, are on restricted minutes. The likes of Aldo.
Maybe see a few
Neil
towards,
Mellor as well.
Towards the end of the half, maybe, Steve.
Here's Ian Hart. Came off McAteer. And Bjorn Tore Kawama defending it well. Now Pennant. Patrick Berger, who's dropped back to the edge of his own penalty area. It's a good ball. McManaman. Vladimir Smica still full of running. The Czech star, as I say, you couldn't have wished for a better ending. One of the most nicest fellas to ever play for Liverpool, Vladimir Smica. That ending in Istanbul. Remember, he kissed the badge when he scored as well. He loved Liverpool. Here's Pennant. Fowler. Oh, delightful. Still Robbie Fowler. Still Berger, that left foot.
Oh, thought that was in. What an effort, Paddy. Trying to pass that into the corner. Great play from Robbie Fowler initially. Skins Reedy. Just sits nicely here for Patrick, doesn't it? You can see what he's trying to do. Keeping no chance. That's on target, it's in.
I think the great man's coming on, Aldo. Vladimir Smica is leaving the field and on to a rousing reception, and his trademark number 8 shirt, John Aldridge, Ireland and Liverpool legend. He's going to play for both teams. What a reception for the gunslinger, John King at Tranmere used to call him. He wore number 8 at Liverpool because of his hero, Sir Roger Hunt. John Aldridge, fabulous, 63 goals in 104 appearances for Liverpool, Aldo. And another change, and it's a Liverpool legend going to come on who played with Aldo, John Barnes, Peter Beardsley, that Liverpool team, Ray Houghton, who scored 2 of the most iconic goals ever scored by the Republic of Ireland against England and Italy. But Robbie Keane here trying to make it 2-0. Keane!
Oh, tackle.
Bjorn Torre Kawama doing a good job.
So his work cut out tonight, hasn't he? Good tackle. I think Robbie's going to get the shot away, and good defending again.
Great to see Ray Houghton coming on in it. Fabulous. Ray Houghton, player, scored some vital goals as well when he played for Liverpool, did Razor. And he comes onto the field in place of Ian Hart. So Mick McCarthy making a lot of changes and applauded onto the pitch. Ray Houghton, those goals the Ireland fans will never forget. Euro 88, that header against England past Peter Shilton, and that one against Italy in the World Cup too.
What a goal that was, that Italy goal. Absolutely brilliant.
It was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fabulous player, Ray Houghton, for Liverpool. As I say, played that in that front line with Sir Kenny Dalglish's great Liverpool team of 87-88. Scored some vital goals, Ray Houghton, for Liverpool too. Remember the winner against Everton in the FA Cup tie, Goodison Park, a header from a John Barnes cross. And of course, Ray had to wear Rushy's old shirt at Liverpool, number 9, because that's why Aldo was 8. Aldo said to Ray, the great mates, and he said, "You're not having number 8, that's mine."
Can't be that good a mate, said.
Michael Thomas to Steve McManaman. Berger, Fowler, Aldridge through the middle. That would be some story if Aldo could score tonight, wouldn't it? Robbie Fowler's trying to find him. And here's Jermaine Pennant.
Penalty.
Aldridge, penalty! Surely the great man Aldo has to take it, doesn't he?
Well, unless Robbie will pull rank, probably.
Kenny Cunningham with the challenge, Don Matteo.
Yeah, it wasn't the best tackle, was it, from Kenny? Diving in. Good feet from Pennant, and yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, he's caught him.
Cunningham on Pennant.
Yeah. Who's having it? Aldo.
Well, the fans are cheering because they want Aldo to take it, I think. And it is the great man who scored a penalty on his farewell appearance for Liverpool against Crystal Palace when Sir Kenny Dalglish was the manager. Wayne Henderson in the goal. Aldo, 60 years young. The Aldo shuffle.
Oh, what a pen.
What a moment! John Aldridge scores again for Liverpool. And what a surrounding. Look at the smile on that man's face. It's in his beloved Dublin, his beloved Ireland.
What a great penalty as well, Steve. Right in the corner. His usual run up, wasn't it? Stops, calms himself, and then right in that side netting. Brilliant penalty from Aldo. You've
got to say, lovely that from Robbie Fowler as well.
Yeah,
Robbie would probably want to take it, but he says, look, Aldo, you take this one.
Yeah, brilliant touch from Robbie.
You're in Ireland. That's what he used to do, the Aldo shuffle.
Yeah. Look at that right in the corner, Steve.
Magic.
Can't get better than that.
Look at the smile on his face. We know, Dom, don't we, how much that will mean to him.
Ireland, Liverpool is his world, isn't it, when it comes to football?
It's such a good moment, that.
Yeah.
Aldo with a penalty levels the scores. He might score against Liverpool in the second half. He's going to play 15 minutes for Ireland as well at some point. And here's Robbie Fowler sprinting.
Robbie's on fire tonight, isn't he?
Brilliant.
He's being brilliant.
Aldridge. Here's Graham Kavanagh.
Oh.
Spotted Sander Westerveld fractionally off his line. And of course, wonderful to see Sean Cox here with his wife Martina and the family as well. That's the reason we're here. raising vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. If you would like to make a donation, just go to our club website. You'll find further details. www.liverpoolfc.com. That's why we're here. We've had a cracking game so far as well at the Aviva Stadium. Keith Andrews opened the scoring for Republic of Ireland. John Aldridge equalising with a penalty.
Yeah, great
for
pen.
Liverpool.
And also the Vladimir Smyster, the disallowed goal, which was onside, Steve. Could have been in front. Liverpool Legends.
Ray Houghton and Aldo both on the same pitch. Great, isn't it?
Yeah, great to see.
202 appearances for Liverpool, Ray Houghton, 38 goals, 73 caps, 6 goals for Ireland.
There's so many friendships out there, Stephen, right throughout this pitch from both sides.
McManaman, don't think Sander Westerveld appreciated that, but he shows skills that Alisson Becker would be proud of.
Yeah, he done well, didn't he?
The big Dutchman. Sander Westerveld, it's another crunching tackle. Poor Jermaine Pennant really is getting it tonight, isn't he?
Yeah, nasty one, wasn't it?
It was a cruncher. And in the end by Keith Fahey.
Yeah, it's caught him. A bit of pain, Jermaine. Let's have a look.
Fahey, the ex-Birmingham City man. Here's Sander Westerveld again. Of course, we all remember, Liverpool supporters, that penalty save from the future Everton striker Andy Johnson against Birmingham City in Cardiff, which laid the foundations. It was Liverpool's first trophy win under Gerard Houllier and led the way. Sir Kenny and Jason McAteer. Jason, once turned down Sir Kenny. When Sir Kenny tried to sign Jason for Blackburn Rovers.
I bet he never mentions
that.
But
the law of Liverpool.
I bet I never mentioned it to Sir Kenny.
Yeah, Jason actually mentioned it in his autobiography. Yeah, it's a funny story. It's really good. He said Sir Kenny wouldn't talk to him for a while after that. But Jason loves Liverpool, and it's a no-brainer. I know you're going to turn down the King, but the chance to play for Liverpool as well, in front of the Kop, stuff you dream of as a kid, magical moments in it. And that will mean as much as anything, even that sharing a conversation there pitch side. But Jermaine Pennant,
he's struggling a bit.
It's his debut tonight for the Liverpool Legends team, and as I say, he's the youngest Liverpool player out there. And I think they hoped that he could play the full game, but he's in the wars a bit here. Of course, he was fouled for the penalty. And I don't think Jermaine Pennant will be able to continue here, Don Matteo.
No, he's struggling, isn't he?
He says the funny side of it.
Getting a bit of stick, isn't he? Yeah.
And he gives Fahey a kiss as well.
Yeah.
Richie Partridge going to come on, who's a current physio with Jurgen Klopp's first team squad.
Brilliant, yeah.
Richie Partridge going to come on for the Liverpool side.
How old's Richie now, Steve?
38.
38. Right,
Born in Dublin.
He'll still be fit then.
Yeah. Made 3 first-team appearances, and he scored a penalty at White Hart Lane in that game. You may remember was famous under Rafa Benitez in the Istanbul season, when a Liverpool young team, Neil Mellor featured in that one as well. The likes of Richie Partridge, David Raven, Zach Whitbread, Mark Smythe, Robbie Foy, those young lads all played in that game. Tottenham had Jermaine Defoe playing in that one. It finished 1-1, and Richie Partridge scored a penalty in the shootout win. Sammy Hoopier and Phil Babb just sharing a joke together. But we hope Jermaine Pennant's going to be okay, Tom.
Yeah, look, when he walked off, Steve, usually, it's not too bad, but the nasty tackle, wasn't it?
He had a bad tackle.
Just shows you
penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, the competitive nature of the game still, which these players don't lose.
As I say, folks, we've got to remember the reason why we're here tonight. It's all for Sean Cox, and magical that Sean is here in the stand watching this one with his family. He met Sir Kenny, Rushy and Peter Moore, our Chief Executive Officer, went with him before the game. Posed for a wonderful picture. No added time as well, by the way, folks. And of course, players are getting on a bit these days, and I don't think they'd appreciate playing any extra, Dom.
No.
Cunningham, good pressure by Richie Partridge.
Yeah. Aldo as well, Steve.
Aldo.
Yeah, he'll be buzzing about
magical
that goal,
moment getting the goal.
Yeah, buzzing for him.
Been a wonderful night so far.
He's been sharp, hasn't he, Bobby?
Nice. by McManaman. Berger on that left peg. And here's McAteer. Hanging cross. Henderson, indecisive really. And Graham Kavanagh putting the ball out of play.
Decent bowling from Jason. He stands it up well. Henderson punches and Kavanagh has to clear.
Well, they're taken short. In the end, it's going to be cleared by Liam Lawrence. And Fahy. Kevin Doyle, last attack of the half. Big Sander Westerveld has got to play the full 90 because Liverpool haven't got a substitute goalkeeper tonight.
He's still in good condition, in good shape.
He's only 44 as well, Sander.
Spring chicken, Steve.
Berger. Was he trying to do a Xabi Alonso there, Paddy Berger?
Well, he tried.
So an enjoyable half here as we're here to raise vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. That smile tells its own story. John Aldridge coming off the bench to score a penalty for Liverpool Legends after Keith Andrews had headed Ireland into the lead. Ray Houghton and Liverpool Legend along with Ronnie Whelan playing for Ireland in that first half as well. Andrews opened the scoring. Aldridge equalised from the penalty spot after Pennant was fouled. Half time here in Dublin. It's Republic of Ireland Legends 1, Liverpool Legends 1. Doing brilliantly, Curtis Jones. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Really well played by Curtis Jones.
Get all the best build-up and reaction to every Liverpool game right here on LFC TV. Sue Smith goes behind the scenes to bring you the very latest from the Liverpool FC women's team.
Experience exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from Liverpool's home games in the latest editions of Inside Anfield.
We take a closer look at some of the Reds' most memorable and significant European encounters in European classics.
The Academy returns to your screens with an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at one of the most celebrated youth setups in football.
There's lots to be excited about in the month of April here on LFC TV.
I came from a mining family. My father was a miner. It was either going down the pits or being a footballer. Sunderland had turned me down because I was too small, and then Sunderland came back again, but I'd promised to come down to Liverpool. I think certainly the army stood me in good stead. At the end of the day, I must take a lot of the credit. We won the championship in 46-7. We had a good side and everything went so well. I can't remember any real one selfish one coming in and trying to rule the roost. The club's always been bigger than the individual. Bill decided to retire. I never applied for the job. It came at us just overnight and I thought, well, I'd better give it a go. Football is about winning. You've got to entertain too, but it's about winning. I've been particularly lucky in my profession. I certainly wouldn't be big-headed. That's why I try to be modest about the whole thing. There's lots of people earned more than me at this game, but there's nobody enjoyed it as much. I've come to love the Liverpool people. Had I had to do it all over again, I'd do just the same. You'll never walk alone.
Hey, welcome back to Matchday Live. Half-time over in Dublin. It's Ireland 1, Liverpool 1. We'll get to the action in just a second, but if you're just joining us, you may have missed the news that broke earlier. The sad news that Liverpool legend Tommy Smith has passed away at the age of 74. Across 18 years with the club, he became a true legend of Liverpool and an essential part of its success. Our thoughts are with his friends, family and former teammates today. Gary Gillespie is alongside me to look back at what we've seen over at the Aviva this evening with the current crop of legends. It's been an engaging game so far, a bit of chopping and changing, a few familiar faces on both sides and some with a foot in both camps, but a few moments of quality along the way.
Yeah, I think both sets of players and both teams have had their moments. I think Ireland initially, I think, were the stronger of the two sides, but I think the likes of Robbie Fowler still looks very, very sharp in front of goal. And I think all round it's been a pretty good game, considering some of these guys are well into the 50s. So there's still good movement in there, and there's good defensive ability. Liverpool have kept quite a good shape actually when they've been out of possession, apart from maybe Jason McAteer getting dragged forward a little bit too much. But all in all, it's been a good first 45 minutes.
So as we spoke about the threat of Robbie Keane in the build-up to tonight's game, not long retired, obviously a fantastic footballer, and he thought he had actually put Ireland in front. The goal, of course, was chalked off, but he's looked bright.
Well, he's looked sharp, as you would expect. I think a couple of years past playing, but he just gets the wrong side of our back four there. Cavani kind of goes with him, but fractions offside. I think the referee's assistant on the far side gets the decision right. I'm not sure Keno's quite happy and enamoured with the decision, but I thought that was the right decision. But he has looked sharp, hasn't he? You can always see there, like playing on the shoulder of the last defender, he always wants to get in behind the opposition. And unfortunately for him, he just goes a little bit too early, and as I say, right decision. Yeah,
tight call. A brave lino to disallow a Robbie Keane goal in Dublin. That was an Ireland goal disallowed. We had one chalked off as well. Vladimir Schmeitzer, who played from the start today. It's a really good finish, a really good pass to pick him out, but adjudged to be offside, but perhaps not.
Well, this was a little bit closer, a little bit tighter. I think we saw from the replay that this could have actually been given. Liverpool, good little ball again by Jermaine Pennant. He's been quite influential down the right-hand side. Unfortunately, he picked up a knock just right at the dying minutes of the first 45 minutes, so probably won't see him again in the second half. But it was a good little run there, and that is questionable. Ireland tried to hold that line across the back, and I just thought that was beautifully timed run there by Vladimir Schmeitzer, and I think he's a little bit unfortunate for that goal to be chopped off.
Yeah, did what all good forward players are told to. He bent the run, didn't he, and kept himself, we thought, onside. This was the opening goal. It came to Ireland. A really good delivery in from the right and a good header by Keith Andrews.
Well, substitution, Kavanagh came on for our own Ronnie Whelan, and you have to say credit to Mick McCarthy because it was a great tactical decision.
He saw a weakness there.
He saw a weakness and highlighted it. But again, I think it just shows you the importance, even when you can run comparisons with our first team, midfield players want to get into the box and score goals, and Keith Andrews does exactly that. He gets in between the two centre backs, and the one thing that you get when you get a little bit older is that you lose that lack of spring in your legs. And Cavani, as much as he's defended exceptionally well on many occasions, he's saved us down this right hand side. He can do nothing about that from the head of Keith Andrews. Good goal from Ireland's point of view.
It was. That was 1-0 Ireland, but it went in 1-1 at the break. Equaliser came from the penalty spot. No doubt about the penalty award. Could have been penalty not once but twice in this incident.
Yeah, I think it's Cunningham. It's a rash challenge, isn't it? It just takes a swing with his left leg. He sees the ball, and Pennant's just a little bit too quick to knock it away. And clear penalty kick. I don't think there can be any arguments about this. And even the challenge afterwards, if we had just rolled that on a little bit.
But Aldo was just about to get up and start.
On Aldo, that was probably a penalty as well. And it was whether John was going to take it or whether Robbie Fowler was going to take it. But what a great finish that is.
But the great moment for this is just that how much you can see Steve McManaman's face. They all love Aldo and they all love the fact he scored.
Well, the fact that he's come on, I actually think that was his first touch. So to come up and take the penalty with your first touch, and that familiar sidestep that he did in the 1980 FA Cup final, it wasn't quite the same result in 1988 when he pushed it to the goalkeeper's left and missed it.
Let it go, Gary, let it go.
I've tried to let it go. I've been for a number of years now, but no, it was a great penalty from Aldo, and fantastic occasion for him.
Yeah, certainly was. OK, 1-1 at the break then, all to play for in the second half. All the action in the second half from Dublin is on the way when we return. Back soon.
It's about where your dad went. It's about where your grandfather went. It's about a build-up over the years of stories, of sounds, of smells, of memories, which you just simply can't replace anywhere else.
That was our manager, and everybody loves him.
A lot of time in my life I thought back to this moment.
How can a club like Liverpool never have won the cup? You realise just what it meant to people.
Nothing is impossible. Things change in football, in life like this.
I went through all this and I know what some families going through, so give them a chance.
Every time I played at Anfield, wherever I was with the ball, it was like deja vu. Things that flashed through your mind in half a second.
Shagley was convinced the reason we lost the cup final in '71 was because of the shirts.
They said it was like sacks on our back.
I was a posh jock.
You were?
Yeah,
Oh,
being from Edinburgh.
I went out for dinner with Kenny that night and I said to him, I said, look, this is the worst Liverpool side I've ever played in my life. This team's going to win nothing. And that's why I, of course, became a pundit.
Liverpool felt very much like the centre of the known universe. And of course, in the midst of all this, you have Bill Shankly, who fed off it, the Liverpool kind of arrogance, if you like.
What that fan park gave us, walking down to that ground, there was a belief in absolutely everyone.
I just wish I was 25 again to have another 10 years, but life doesn't work like that, does it?
Welcome back to Matchday Live. The second half is fast approaching. What will it bring? Will Ronnie Whelan get a touch of the ball? Let's find out and hand you to your commentary team of Don Matteo and first, Steve Hunter.
Thanks so much, Mark. Yes, we're still awaiting the teams to come back out at the Aviva Stadium. Right on cue, Liverpool do make their entrance, and Mark, you're quite right. Ronnie Whelan will come on to play for Liverpool, donning his treasured number 5 shirt for Liverpool in the second half. Robbie Keane is going to play, wearing his former Liverpool squad number 7 as well for the Reds in this second half. There's Ronnie Whelan. Great to see Ronnie in his famous number 5 again, Don Matteo.
Yeah, great player, wasn't he, for the club, and great to see him out there playing for both teams tonight. And yeah, certainly, what great guy, isn't he?
Absolutely brilliant, Ronnie Whelan. 493 appearances for Liverpool, 73 goals. What a bargain. Just think, Liverpool signed him from home farm.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Michael Thomas, as well as taking a rest for the second half. Ray Houghton still out there for Ireland in the second half as well. As Mick McCarthy's side come out. Kenny Cunningham, of course, who gave away the penalty, which enabled John Aldridge to score that wonderful goal. But of course, the reason why we're here tonight is to raise vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Wonderful to see Sean Cox here in the stadium tonight with his family as well. Sean reunited. There's Kenny and Rushy. Wonder what they're saying. A fly on the wall for that conversation, Dom.
Yeah, penny for your thoughts, guys.
Absolutely brilliant. Robbie Fowler and Robbie Keane up front again for Liverpool in that second half as well. Aldo's wearing the green of Ireland in the second half, Don Matteo.
Yeah, he's enjoying it, isn't he, John? Got his goal now. Can he score for both teams, Steve? We'll never hear the end of it.
That would be quite
Not
something,
another penalty as well.
Absolutely. 69 caps, 19 goals for Ireland, Aldo.
Yeah, great record, isn't it, that level?
Robbie Keane playing for Liverpool Legends in the second half as the first touch. There's Ronnie Whelan. Will he play for 10 or 15 minutes again, Ronnie?
He'll want to, Steve, won't he?
Yeah. Captain Liverpool to win the FA Cup in 1989. Even though Alan Hansen came back, he was injured for most of that season, and that's why Sir Kenny kept Ronnie with the armband. It's a proud moment for Ronnie, that, to lift the cup. He was the man for the big occasion at Liverpool as well, Ronnie Whelan. Remember those cup final goals?
Oh, what a goal, Man U. The curler, Steve.
Unbelievable.
What a finish.
83. And Sir Bob, we call him, Bob Paisley, of course, all Liverpool fans, and Bob Paisley climbed the Wembley steps that day when Ronnie scored the winner against Manchester United in the 83 League Cup final after Norman Whiteside had fired United ahead. Alan Kennedy equalised, and then Ronnie Whelan, glorious finish beyond the reach of Gary Bailey. At the same end when he got the two against Tottenham the previous year against Liverpool legend Ray Clemence. Robbie Keane playing against his beloved Ireland for Liverpool in the second half. Here's Berger. Colin Healy's on the field as well. Dom for Ireland in this second half. Here's McAteer. Robbie Keane lurking, away by
Liam Lawrence, I think it was.
Liam Lawrence back there defending well.
Yeah.
Here's Bab. McManaman. Ronnie Whelan. The Ronnie Whelan chip. Remember those magnificent goals he used to score with that trademark chip. One against Coventry City at Highfield Road as well. 1989. Remember, lives long in the memory when he lobbed Big Oggy, former Liverpool goalkeeper Steve Igrizovic. He was a big fella, Big Oggy, and it took some doing to do it. Yontore Kawama. McAteer. Patrick Berger.
I think when you talk about some of these old players, Steve, the likes of Ronnie as a young player coming through the ranks, we used to get so much advice, and good and bad at times, but it was always they always used to look out for us, the older boys.
There's Colin Healy, 39, now head of academy at Cork City. 13 caps for Ireland, started out at Celtic between 1998 and 2003. Robbie Keane trying to slide one forward, but Farhi with the interception. Ray Houghton. Healy. Former Celtic boss, Dr. Joseph Venglos. Remember him giving Healy his debut against Rangers. What a game to make your debut in, that one. Wow. Healy again. Lawrence. Little touch. John Aldridge in there, wearing 25, Aldo, for Ireland in the second half. Houghton.
Couldn't get 8.
Ray Houghton had it this time. Liam Lawrence. Won 15 caps for Ireland, Liam Lawrence. Farhi trying to break McManaman, helping out at left back here of the Liverpool Legends side. Ronnie Whelan. Could be together with Liam Lawrence then. Sammy Hoopier seeing to the danger. Here's Fowler. Robbie Keane up with him. Robbie Keane. Robbie Fowler wants the return. Keane obliges.
Bit in front of him, wasn't he? Maybe tried to just get the shot away, slipped.
Aldo has scored that penalty for the Liverpool Legends side. Stephen Gillespie there, who's on the bench for the Liverpool Legends, in case you're wondering who that young chap was, alongside Sir Kenny and Rushy. He's an academy coach these days, but he still plays. He was a prolific goal scorer coming through the academy ranks. And Gilly may well get a game at some point in this one tonight. What a great goal scoring record as a youngster, Stephen Gillespie. More on him later if Gilly comes on. 1-1 here at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin, but we've got to remember the reason we're here, raising vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Sean reunited with his family here in the stadium, watching this one tonight. Richie Partridge, Berger, now that left peg.
Opened up for Nilly. He's had a few sighters tonight. Back off him, don't they? You can see what he's trying to bend it into that far corner.
I remember first seeing Patrick Berger playing for the Czech Republic for Ireland at Anfield in Euro 96. Lawrence. Healy.
Very popular with the ladies, Patrick was, for some reason back in the day. He's always my best mate.
You always stayed with him?
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere Patrick went, you went. Just overhit, looking for Lawrence on the far side.
You could even buy a Patrick Berger outside the ground. You know that? Remember that? Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Patrick hamburgers. Brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never tried one, actually. Did you get one, Steve?
I didn't.
You must have.
Not the time.
You
no.
did.
No.
Be honest, Steve.
We probably should have done, shouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
You couldn't have had it for pre-match, though. Don't think Ronnie Moran wouldn't have been too amused.
No chance.
Keane to Fowler. Richie Partridge. And the challenge comes in.
Stuck together, Steve.
Alan Quinn. The boots are stuck together. Alan Quinn, you know, who, one of 9 brothers, has the distinction of being the only player to score for both Sheffield United and Sheffield Wednesday in a Steel City derby. Alan Quinn. Quinn and Partridge coming together.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fierce rivalry as well, isn't it? Them two clubs. And Sheffield derby, still derby.
Healy. Fahy. Alan Quinn. Cunningham going further forward. Quinn. Liam Lawrence. Oh, goodness me, the net rattled at the top, and Liam Lawrence shooting from long range.
Strike, wasn't it? Knew what he was doing here. Sets himself. It's a decent effort.
I think Sander Westerveld happy to see that one.
He scored some brilliant goals for Stoke, you know, Stephen. We played with him. Fantastic goal scoring record for Stoke. Creating goals as well.
When he was at Sunderland, you know, he had a much publicised bust-up with the manager Roy Keane, and then he went to Stoke the next day.
Yeah.
Oh. And now Robbie Keane might score for Liverpool here.
What a chance.
Well, he played for Ireland in the first half, had a goal disallowed, and he can't quite believe that. Rushy says I would have scored that.
He probably would have, let's be honest.
Mind you, he is 57 now, Rushy.
Just tries to flick it, doesn't he? Just round the corner.
There's a chance, Robbie Keane again. And a good stop by Henderson. Richie Partridge to McManaman. Berger. He's trying to set himself, isn't he, on that famous left peg, Patrick Berger, but Robbie Keane, a couple of chances here for the Liverpool Legends side.
Good first touch, wasn't it? And Henderson stands up well, doesn't he? Just here, doesn't go to ground.
But remember, folks, if you would like to make a donation to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust, then go to our club website, liverpoolfc.com, where you find all the details you need. Here's Lawrence. Nice. Oh, a little reverse ball in the end there by Stephen Elliott. Nearly played in John Aldridge. What are you going for, Aldo? I reckon an hour or just under, and he'll probably come
Another
off
5
then.
minutes, Steve, yeah.
Yeah. Here's Phil Babb.
He's got his goal.
Still full of sprinting, Phil Babb. 170 appearances for Liverpool.
He plays a lot left back now, doesn't he, in these legend games? Changed position. Likes bombing on, doesn't he? Bombing forward.
Yeah. And he was the left side centre back, wasn't he, in the Roy Evans team?
Yeah, in the three, yeah.
In the three. Of course, that relates to the opening half when Jason McAteer was saying to the linesman he kept the ball in play when it looked like he did from the replay. Berger, Fowler, nice.
Touch.
Richie Partridge. Ronnie Whelan. Maybe a little through ball by Ronnie Whelan to Robbie Keane. Almost got it through to him. Oh, that's a cruncher from Jason McAteer. Great tackle from Jason, that. Partridge. And of course the sad news reaching us as well today just before kick-off, the passing of the Anfield Iron, Tommy Smith. A man we will never ever forget. That number 4 jersey, 638 appearances, 48 goals. The first captain to lift a European trophy for Liverpool's 1973 UEFA Cup against Borussia Mönchengladbach. And then in 77 he scored that wonderful header against Borussia Mönchengladbach when we won the European Cup for the first time. He will be sorely missed.
Sad. Real icon for the club, Steve, in every way, wasn't he?
Ray Houghton. A bit of space here. The Ireland Legends. Patrick Berger cutting it out. And now McManaman. Here's Fowler. Waiting for Robbie Keane to make a run. There is Robbie Keane. Still. Richie Partridge. Cut out in the end, and Liam Lawrence gets it away. On the far side, Alan Quinn for the Ireland Legends. Kevin Kilban to Ray Houghton.
He played some games behind, didn't he, Kilban, Steve?
He did. Likes of Everton, Sunderland, West Bromwich Albion, had a great career with Ireland. What about ball to the back post? Aldo hasn't got the legs to
go on,
chase
go
that.
on,
Go on, Aldo. Look at the smile. Aldo interacting with the fans. Brilliant. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Of course. Nearly. Oh.
He is 60.
Yeah. Oh, he's doing well for 60, Steve.
Ronnie Whelan still out there. Ireland trying to get a shot away. Cracking turn and effort. It's over the top in the end. Nice little turn, Stephen Elliott.
It was, yeah.
He's only 35, Stephen Elliott.
Just off his line, wasn't he? Well, Sander there. Just could have got caught. Good effort.
Stephen Elliott played for the likes of Wolves, Sunderland, Preston North End and Hearts. It's a rasping effort. Here's Berger. Now Robbie Keane. Just drifting away from him. I thought that would have been the moment. Maybe for Robbie Fowler. So more changes. Michael Thomas is going to come back on, probably for Ronnie Whelan, I would imagine.
I think so, Steve. Robbie hitting it over.
Just leaning back.
Yeah.
So a change in goal as well for the Ireland Legends. Wayne Henderson goes off and Shane Supple, Dublin boy, former Ipswich Town goalkeeper, played for the likes of Falkirk and Oldham and Bohemians as well. He actually retired only in November last year because of persistent hip problems. So Shane Supple getting an outing for the Ireland team. Kevin Doyle, Jermaine Pennant's okay. What a recovery, Don Matteo.
After
wow.
that tackle. It's back out there.
Fair play to him. And the Liverpool players seeing the funny side of it. They're saying to Jermaine, we thought you were crocked. McManaman and Ronnie Whelan to leave the pitch, and Michael Thomas and Jermaine Pennant to re-emerge. Still waiting for our old mate Neil Mellor to come on at some point here.
Is he here, Mels?
Well, he had an injection in his dodgy knees from Dr. Jim, the academy doctor, and he's been in there. He is,
there
Mel's
he is, there he is.
Still waiting for his moment. I think he might come on for the final 15.
He'll get a chance, won't he?
Yeah. It's been in a cold pressure.
What
Freezing
Mel
thing
does?
with it there all weekend, one of those cauldrons.
Not for me, Steve.
No. Yep, Aldo embraces there with Terry Connor. So Aldo has scored for Liverpool Legends. Big hug with Mick McCarthy. Great mutual respect there. Great to see the great man playing for both teams. This is how Aldo scored for Liverpool. The trademark Aldo shuffle, as he used to take when he slotted away a penalty, for Liverpool.
What a pen, right in the corner.
Good challenge by Sammy Hupia. Berger. Robbie Fowler. An hour gone here at the Aviva. Good challenge. Partridge. Kenny Cunningham with some really good defending there.
Yeah.
Houghton.
Defended well, Kenny. Liam
Lawrence. Kevin Doyle has come back on in place of Aldridge up top for Ireland. There is Big Sander Westerveld, the Dutchman. Michael Thomas. Good news to Michael Thomas as well. He's 51, as I said, but then here's a chance for Quinn. Doyle. Elliott. Kevin Doyle. Kevin Doyle with the effort.
There's the chance from Doyle. Nice and easy for Sander.
There's Robbie Keane. Robbie Fowler. There's Richie Partridge with wing play. And it might fall for Berger! That's twice he's come close tonight, Patrick Berger. Dazzling wing play by the former academy starlet Richie Partridge down the right wing.
Good play from Richie, wasn't it there?
Teasing Kilban.
Just likes to get it on that left. He could have went with his right foot, that trusted left. Could have just bent that with his right foot. Ball comes across him. Decent effort, not far wide, is it?
Of course, as I say, the main reason why we're here tonight, and we're delighted that Sean Cox is in the crowd for tonight. Of course, Sean, who suffered a severe brain injury after he was attacked near Anfield on April the 24th, ahead of our Champions League semi-final against AS Roma. There's a chance and a shot on the turn by Healy. Decent build-up by the Ireland legends. Fell in the end for Colin Healy, now 39.
Yeah, see what he's trying to do, just trying to lift it into that far corner. A little bit more space now, isn't there, for both teams? A lot of chances as the game opens up.
Ray Houghton, great to see Ray out there playing for Ireland. Him and Ronnie Whelan still play, you know, in a few old Legends games together when they get together in Ireland. Great to see Ray getting some minutes, and Keith Andrews, who headed the Ireland team into the lead in the opening half, is back on.
Yeah, he's fit, isn't he, Keith? He'll be a little bonus for the Irish team now. Young legs out there.
Well,
great to see Ray, wasn't it? Great to see Ray getting some game time as well.
I was going to say, Don Matteo, all I was going to say is they must have had that old magic sponge on Jermaine Pennant at half-time.
Oh.
And he's seeing Westerveld off his line! What an effort! Xavi Alonso would have been proud of that one. Sander Westerveld scrambling back, and Keith Andrews with his first touch since coming on again. What an effort this is.
Oh, what I mean, not the best ball from Babs, is it? And he sees it so early. And does Sander just get a touch on this? No, it's just off the bar, isn't it?
Top of the bar.
Top of the bar. Great effort. What an effort.
Keith Andrews. He talks a good game as a pundit on matches these days, and he scored a goal to remember there.
Backing up there, isn't he?
Andrews, Fahy. Liam Lawrence and Fahy. Go for the younger statesman, if you like, in the Ireland team. Mells is going to get his moment.
There he goes, Steve.
Neil Mellor and Vladimir Spita are going to come back on for Liverpool here. Liverpool side. I know this will mean a lot to Neil Mellor. Now 36, 22 games, 6 goals for Liverpool. Jason McAteer getting a standing ovation because he's going to go into the changing room and get changed into an Ireland kit and come and play for Ireland very shortly. So Neil Mellor and Vladimir Spitzer coming back on for Liverpool. Great to see Mel's out there. That winner he got at the Cop End against Arsenal. Phil Babb as well leaving the field. He will join Jason in getting changed and putting the green on to play for Ireland as well here.
Yeah.
Mel's, of course, that winner against Arsenal at the Cop End in stoppage time. That wonderful moment when he came on and scored against Olympiacos, and then the cushioned header for Stevie Gerrard to do the rest.
Yeah. Involved in some big moments, wasn't he, for the club, Mel's?
Good goal scorer after he left Liverpool. He scored a lot of goals at Preston North End before persistent knee problems saw him forced into retirement at the age of 29.
Yeah, shame, wasn't it?
Here's Fowler. Challenge in the end. And Farhi. As I say, Jason McAteer, Phil Babb going to come on in the next 5 minutes or so to play for Ireland. Andrews scored and then went so close with that audacious effort. Healy. Farhi again. As I say, still involved in football as coach of the under-15s team at Shamrock Rovers. This is Quinn. And Farhi! Offside.
Liam Lawrence, I think it was,
Liam Lawrence creeping in there. Eagle-eyed linesman again, Dom.
I know, let's have a look. Yeah, got that one right. I'll give him that. Probably should have scored, Liam.
Here's Vladimir Spitzer for Liverpool. Back to Thomas.
He's got ambitions of being a coach, Steve. Liam Lawrence been doing all his qualifications, building up, and I think he's looking to get into it at some point.
You find a lot of the ex-players do that a lot, don't they,
Yeah.
these days? Neil Mellor with his first touch. Finding Jermaine Pennant. Mellor goes on. Mellor trying to plough his way through. Kenny Cunningham wouldn't get out of the way.
He's done well, Kenny Cunningham, tonight, hasn't he? Put himself around and got his body in the way there. Good defending.
He certainly has, Kenny. And he's 47, Kenny, now.
Yeah.
Playing like a spring chicken out there.
He has done well.
Space now here for Colin Healy. Liam Lawrence to his right. So he had a good career, Liam Lawrence, as you rightly say, Dom, especially at Stoke City.
Oh, he was instrumental in the year that Stoke got promoted from the Championship. You know, I was there that year, and Liam was brilliant for the club. He actually says that he regrets leaving Stoke. That's one of his mistakes. He should have stayed, but he wanted to play more football.
Now Spitzer releasing Robbie Keane. So it's Keane and Fowler here against Cunningham and Sean St Ledger. And Sean St Ledger, the former Peterborough United defender. You may remember that funny Behind the Wall TV series at Peterborough United with Barry Fry and Ron Atkinson.
That was an interesting show, wasn't it?
Sean St Ledger was funny.
Yeah.
Good defending there. In the end by Bjorn Tore Kawama to stop Stephen Elliott breaking through. The Island Legends, the chance here and bringing a save out of Sander Westerveld. Kevin Doyle.
Yeah, he got hold of it, didn't he? Again, Sander Westerveld down well.
And we've got the official attendance as well for tonight's game here. 26,873 here, all raising vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Berger to Pennant. Oh, Neil Mellor nearly fell for him.
Yeah, Kilban just did enough, didn't he, to get it away.
Kevin Kilban in the right place at the right time. And the Island Legends will go forward. Pace of the game drop for you now, Dom? Understandable. That's a great ball by Andrews. And Westerveld with a great save at the feet of Elliott.
Yeah, done brilliant, didn't he? Sander read the situation well.
Lovely pass by Andrews, good vision. Stephen Elliott creeping in.
I think a better first touch, he might have been tapping that in.
He used to be so good at that, especially in that treble season, Sander Westerveld. He would come out early, wouldn't try and smother at the forward feet.
Yeah, he reads the game well. He's also got good distribution, hasn't he?
Pennant.
Can kick the ball for miles.
Here's Richie Partridge, still 1-1. John Aldridge scoring for Liverpool. Keane, what a beautiful pass to Vladimir Smica! Liverpool take the lead. The Istanbul hero, Vladimir Smica, with the goal. Beautifully created by Robbie Keane.
Brilliant goal. As we said in the first half, Stephen, that goal there disallowed. When he gets into these positions, he's so calm and clever. Look at the timing of the pass from Robbie Keane and the run from Vladimir Smica. And what a finish. Never in question when he gets in there. Just a little dink and into the corner.
Lovely finish by Vladdy.
Just a lift, isn't it, here?
He's Czech, he's great. He's Paddy Berger's mate, it's Vladimir. The cop
You've been waiting to use that all night, haven't you?
Appropriate, isn't it?
Great finish.
Look at Sir Kenny. Brilliant. Sir Kenny and Rushy beaming like Cheshire cats there on the bench. Robbie Fowler has had a great moment. Sir Kenny shares a joke with Robbie as Stephen Gillespie will come on for Liverpool now. Gilly, 33, he's an academy coach for Liverpool. Stephen Gillespie actually began his career as Jason McAteer comes on to play for his beloved Ireland now, wearing number 24, scored that never-to-be-forgotten goal for Ireland against the Netherlands, of course. It took Ireland on the brink of the World Cup. 52 caps, 3 goals for Ireland for Jason McAteer. Stephen Gillespie actually once, when he was playing in schoolboy football, broke Robbie Fowler's goal-scoring record for Liverpool schools, which was later broken by a certain Wayne Rooney.
Oof. To score some goals then.
Yeah.
I used to play against Robbie at that level. And he was...
He's a good goal scorer, Stephen Gillespie, when he played for the academy teams, but like everybody, not everybody makes it, and the competition is so fierce at Liverpool. He's a great lad. It's great to have him out there.
Yeah, it's good that he stayed in the game, Steve, as you mentioned.
He was actually helping coaching the lads. McAteer feeding Doyle for the Ireland Legends. First time by Andrews. Elliott! At the back post, it was Alan Quinn who was arriving.
Quinn, it was a good ball again, wasn't it, from Keith Andrews, who's one of the star men, hasn't he, for Ireland. Lovely pick out. Controlled finish. Maybe should have went for power. Alan Quinn.
As I say, we're all playing here tonight, these players giving their support. Oh, there's big Niall Quinn preparing for his moment. Now 52. 92 caps for Ireland. Former Ireland record goal scorer. He broke Frank Stapleton's record before Robbie Keane broke Niall Quinn's record. Actually scored on his Arsenal debut against Liverpool, Niall Quinn at Highbury. Great forward. Partridge with a cross, away by Sean St Ledger, the ex-Peterborough and Preston North End defender. Sean St Ledger. Vladimir Smica, whose goal sees Sir Kenny Dalglish's team leading 2-1. Can Sir Kenny maintain his 100% record? Berger looking for Robbie Keane, wouldn't break for Neil Mellor. Here's Richie Partridge again, down that right-hand side. He created so many goals for Neil Mellor when the two of them played in the academy days under Hughie McCauley. McAteer defending well for Ireland. Jason must have got changed quicker than Babsy.
You're not shocked about that, are you?
There's Sean St Ledger again. For Ireland, 37 caps. As part of the Ireland team, St Ledger, that lost controversially to France in the playoffs of the 2010 World Cup finals.
So unlucky, weren't they?
Thierry Henry on handball. Andrews to put Ireland ahead in the opening half before John Aldridge, back in his beloved Dublin, equalised from the penalty spot after Jermaine Pennant was fouled. Mellor's making a great run, mid played in by Pennant. It's Neil Mellor.
Quite catch that one right, did he? Good burst though from Neil Mellor, getting forward. He wants that goal, doesn't he, Mells? Interesting, he's playing from the right as well.
Yeah, cutting in from
suppose when you got Robbie Keane up there, do a shift out wide.
And Sammy Hoopier's name's getting sung by the supporters in the stadium, keeping an eye there on Elliott as that ball came into the box. Vladimir Smica. Stephen Gillespie to Neil Mellor on the right wing at the moment. Pennant. Nice turn by Smica. Partridge. Vladimir Smica again. Mellor. Partridge. Patient build-up by Sir Kenny Dalglish's Liverpool Legends here. Pennant. Running away from Kevin Doyle. Nicely done by Pennant. And Smica again. Pennant. Good tackle by Quinn. Michael Thomas trying to stay with him. Youthfulness and pace of Doyle. Elliott, good first touch.
Defending, wasn't it? Sammy Hoopier.
But you don't beat Sammy Hoopier easily.
No.
Remember Sammy Hoopier, his final Liverpool game was against Tottenham when he came on as a sub, and it was so emotional at the end when all the Liverpool players lifted Sammy up and the Kop was singing his name. Loved by the Liverpool supporters, Sammy Hoopier. Rightly so. Big Niall Quinn is on, 52. Kevin Kilban goes off the pitch as well. Great to see Niall on there as well. An Ireland legend, scored that wonderful goal in the 1990 World Cup against Holland, which was a big goal as Jack Charlton's side qualified.
It's an important goal, Steve, hasn't he?
Scored against Liverpool numerous occasions when he's playing for Arsenal, Manchester City. Babsy's ready now, Dom.
He's got dressed.
So there's the change for the Ireland legends. Phil Babb played for Liverpool in the opening half. Comes on. Good to see Colin Healy out there as well as he goes off. Hoopier wins that header from the corner too. Liverpool Legends leading 2-1 in this game here to raise funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Doyle to hanging cross. Niall Quinn!
Oh, off the bar.
What an entrance that would have been!
First touch.
Brilliant. Remember Niall Quinn's partnership at Sunderland with Kevin Phillips? It was phenomenal, wasn't it?
Oh. Yeah, we're a great partnership. Every ball him up, Doyle, and
he was almost unstoppable in the air, Niall Quinn, wasn't he?
He was. Well, you used to sometimes just have to let him head it, Steve, and get the pieces. You couldn't battle with him. Strong. And like you say, his partnership with Kevin Phillips was prolific, wasn't it, for a few seasons?
Just great to see him out there. He was
good character, isn't he? Great guy.
Phil Babb slotting into the left back slot here for Ireland. Now far hit. Liverpool leading 2-1, coming from a goal down. John Aldridge scoring for Liverpool. With a penalty, Vladimir Smica scoring. This is Elliott. Sammy Hoopier trying to keep an eye on Stephen Elliott. Ireland still with their ball in, and Westerveld is there. Sammy Hoopier though, 45 now, 464 appearances, 35 goals for Liverpool.
Right.
Here's Robbie Keane on a gentle sprint.
Yeah.
Kenny Cunningham's still going strong, by the way, Dom.
He is, Kenny. Playing the full game, I think, isn't he? Now, going back to Sammy Hoopier, Steve, what a player, eh? Read the game so well, majestically, lucky enough to play with him. And his reading of the game was first class. As good as you'll probably see, I think.
Scored some memorable goals for Liverpool, especially in
Yeah,
Europe.
but when you talk about the Premier League and you talk about the Ferdinand, the Village, all these people, all these centre-halves, the Carragher's even at times, but Sammy Hoopier for me never really gets that credit for the player he was.
Gillespie trying to get away from St Ledger, but Supple, the substitute goalkeeper for the Ireland Legends, was there.
Well. What a throw
it was a great throw. Elliott. Still Stephen Elliott. Fancies a go. Good Sir Kenny. We used to see him do that, didn't we? His first season as Liverpool player manager, leading Liverpool to the double.
Yeah.
And he scored appropriately that winning goal that got us the title against Chelsea.
Chelsea away, yeah. I was actually an apprentice, Steve, at the time at Liverpool then when that happened, and it was amazing. Like you say, just what he did for the football club as well, and still does, is incredible.
Sir Kenny used to take a great interest as well in the youngsters, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Remember famous stories giving Robbie Fowler a lift in the training ground.
I used to go and get his 2 Scotch pies and peas over the road for his lunch.
Superb. Made his last appearance as a Liverpool player against Derby County the day that the last title scene at Anfield was paraded. Came on as a substitute. Gary Gillespie scored that night, the winning goal.
He was the only man as well who had
Shilton.
He had a jacuzzi at Anfield. Everyone else just had baths. Kenny had the jacuzzi.
Lear's the king, isn't he?
Yeah, it was fair enough. Nobody else was allowed in it.
Yeah, the attendance has just been read out to the supporters. 26,873. All funds going to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Here's Richie Partridge. Robbie Keane. Stephen Gillespie. Robbie Keane, will he curl one?
Oh, a little touch.
Vladdy.
Yeah, if he just got a touch on that, I think it would have been enough.
It's absolutely brilliant. The players turning out to play again. As Sander Westerveld rightly says, he said, every time we get together to play these games, he said it's like a big reunion for us. Because every time you play, you don't know whether it's going to be your last.
No, it's great, and like you say, they've got a great bond and a great spirit between all the boys and all the coaching staff, and everyone involved always comes together well. And these two teams will have mixed very well over the past couple of days.
And that moment for John Aldridge as well, coming.
Great.
You know,
it's great for John.
Playing in his old number 8 jersey for Liverpool and scoring a goal again.
He couldn't get 8 second half though, could he? Off their own.
Now McAteer for Ireland. It's a great cross. St Ledger.
Oh.
St Ledger goes down. Penalty. It's going to be given for Ireland. No, he's changed his mind, the referee. The Ireland players thought it was a spot kick, didn't they? Shunt St Ledger. Sammy Hoopier saying, I didn't touch you.
Let's have a look, Steve.
Dom, you could be the independent adjudicator here.
Yeah, nothing in that. I think it was Gillespie, wasn't it?
Stephen Gillespie, was it?
Yeah, not much.
Rushy applauds the decision. Brilliant. Sean St Ledger. He played under one of the greatest characters in the game, didn't he? As I say, Barry Fry, St Ledger, and he was at Peterborough. Elliott. So the Liverpool Legends leading 2-1. Can Sir King Kenny Dalglish continue his 100% record after the win over Milan Glory at Anfield recently in the foundation match? Paddy Berger. Now Spitzer. Vladimir Spitzer trying to wriggle away. Farhi dispossessed him. Neil Mellor's at right back, by the way, Don Matteo.
Has he ever played there before, Steve? You'll know that. Has he played there for Liverpool before?
No, predominantly as a number 9 centre forward. It's always a first.
Yeah, you're right.
Here's Robbie Keane. Richie Partridge. Berger wants it. See what he's trying to do. Trying to get it onto that left peg. And a good tackle on him in the end by Healy. Now Elliott. I think Mal Quinn appreciated that pass, and
he did well.
He did well in his sprint there with Neil Mellor.
Yeah.
Robbie Fowler, Steve McManaman together on the bench again. I said before, what a wonderful night though for Sean Cox. Sean's here with his wife Martina, his son Jack and daughters Shauna and Emma. That's why we're here for tonight, raising funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. If you'd like to make a donation, go to the club website where you find all the details. Richie Partridge for the Liverpool Legends team. And a cracking night here in Dublin, Dom.
Yeah, it has. Like you say, Steve, great turnout, great money raised for Sean and help his family now going forward. Brilliant.
Here's Jermaine Pennant. Robbie Keane. Nice by Keane. Pennant. St Ledger with a header and away by Phil Babb. Thomas. Patrick Berger. Sammy Hoopier. Michael Thomas. Berger. Need a Robbie Keane goal to finish things off tonight.
Yeah, I was just thinking that, Steve, yeah.
Got an assist.
Yeah.
Vladimir Spitzer had a goal disallowed playing for Ireland in the opening half.
It's probably the most chances.
Pennant to Stephen Gillespie. Here's Berger, who's gone close on a couple of occasions with that trademark left foot, the Czech start. Mells has got to do as he's told. He's still at right back, so he can't get in the penalty area to get that goal.
He won't be happy.
Robbie Keane trying to wriggle away from Cunningham. Pennant back to Robbie Keane. St Ledger was there. Berger looking for his mate Vladimir Spitzer. Andrews, Berger again. Berger, Robbie Keane. And a good stop in the end by Shane Supple, the young goalkeeper who was alert. McAteer.
He's out fast, wasn't he, Supple? Good play from Paddy. He was just offside, I think, wasn't he, as well? Linesman's let it go.
Yeah, Phil Babb wasn't too happy with the liner again. Healy back towards Keith Andrews, who started off the scoring, Andrews, didn't he, with a lovely header from a Graham Kavanagh cross.
And a chip off the bar, Steve.
Yeah, what an effort that was. Here's Pennant. Who made one of the best recoveries ever seen after he was carried off the pitch after a crunching tackle by Fahey in the opening half. Richie Partridge. Berger joins the attack. There he is, Neil Mellor. He'll shoot here, will he? No, it's a good ball actually to Robbie Keane. And Shane Supple was there.
Decent effort, wasn't it? The ball in from Neil Mellor. Good first touch from Robbie Keane, gets the turning shot, and Supple's down well. Desperate for this goal, isn't he? Keane, good save.
Robbie Fowler wants to come back on.
For Robbie Keane, maybe, Steve?
Maybe, to get a standing ovation off the Ireland fans that adore him. Still Ireland trying to drive on here. Shot on the turn, and Sander Westerveld in the end as Stephen Elliott. It's been a lively, hasn't he, Stephen Elliott, coming off the bench?
A few decent efforts.
He's only 35.
That's why then, Steve.
Real shame your good self can't turn out for the Liverpool team these days.
My back's a bit dodgy nowadays, Steve.
You still had some great memories. That goal for Leeds against Milan. You'll never forget moments like that, will you? Your Liverpool
I don't mind talking about that, Steve.
Against Manchester City. Great though, isn't it? Yeah, Robbie Keane, as we thought, will go off to a hero's ovation. The Republic of Ireland record goal scorer. And Robbie Fowler will come back on. A national treasure, Don Matteo, Robbie Keane.
Unbelievable serving for those clubs and his country. Record goal scorer. That'll take some beating, that record, Steve.
The Republic of Ireland assistant manager these days under Mick McCarthy. He's saying, which dugout shall I go and sit on? Brilliant. High five as well from Sir King Kenny. Well, he didn't score tonight, Robbie Keane. He had a goal disallowed for Ireland in the opening half, but then he got an assist for Vladimir Smica to score. He's sitting in the Liverpool dugout.
Yeah.
Great to see the academy represented and the Liverpool FC women's squad. Hina Chowdhury, who's a physio masseur with Vicky Jepson's squad with the Liverpool women, is there as well on the bench with them. Brilliant. All here, using vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Here's Robbie Fowler. There will be no added time again. Robbie Fowler's sprinting. He wants to get a goal before the referee blows his whistle. Partridge trying to get Robbie Fowler his goal. Patrick Berger, maybe this time. And I think that will be that, Don Matteo.
Yeah. Paddy's having a little smile. Robbie was desperate, wasn't he, to get on the end of it. Just touching. He'd done well to dig it out, actually, for Patrick. And Paddy again, not quite his shooting boots on tonight, Patrick.
He's been desperate to score, but his checkmate did get the winner, as it turns out. On a night when we've turned out in force Liverpool and Republic of Ireland legends to raise vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. We were honoured to have Sean Cox in this stadium, the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Sir Kenny Dalglish and Mick McCarthy exchanged pleasantries. Keith Andrews headed Ireland legends into the lead. Lovely header from a Graham Cavan across. John Aldridge came on for Liverpool, rolling back the years, slotting home a penalty in his beloved Dublin after Jermaine Pennant was brought down. Then in the second half, both sides had good chances, but Vladimir Smica, who had a goal disallowed in the opening half, the Istanbul hero, came on to score. Beautiful delivery and assist by Ireland legend Robbie Keane. Niall Quinn came on at the end. He headed one against the crossbar. But in the end, it's a night which has made Sean Cox and his family extremely proud. Cracking night's entertainment here in Dublin. Republic of Ireland legends 1, Liverpool legends 2. Dominic Matteo, we've been here tonight to raise vital funds for the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust. Legends from the club's illustrious past, rushing Steve McManaman, Sir Kenny Dalglish was here, Robbie Fowler. Wonderful night.
Yeah, fantastic, Steve. Like you say, great crowd, brilliant turnout from the fans and the players as well. They've all had a real good go tonight. It's been a good game, and like we mentioned, it's all about raising money for Sean and the family.
And one of the moments of the night has to be when we saw that picture of Sean Cox in the stand watching this
Steve,
one here.
Yeah, great to see that, and so inspiring for everyone to see.
What the players are going to do here, they're going to have a little lap of honour. Great to see big Niall Quinn out there, wasn't it? Great to see the likes of Ronnie Whelan and Ray Houghton, Liverpool legends as well as Ireland legends, playing again out there. Brilliant.
Yeah, like you say, Steve, some great players.
So we'll also as well be hearing from the personalities who've played tonight. One of the best moments of the night, really, as well as seeing Sean Cox, was undoubtedly seeing John Aldridge get a goal again for Liverpool legends.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it? He was a happy man, and it was a great penalty, wasn't it? Right into the corner.
It's just great to see all the fans turn out in force as well. 26,873. Proud night for Jason McAteer, playing for his beloved Liverpool and his beloved Ireland. Didn't Kenny Cunningham do so well? I know he gave away a penalty, but he's getting on a bit these days.
Guy,
he lasted most of the game.
He did, done really well. I think both teams, Steve, the effort was there, wasn't it, from all the players, and they wanted to score goals and stuff.
And we can actually go pitch side now, where Rob Jones is with the 2 goal scorers for Liverpool legends tonight. Aldo John Aldridge and Vladimir Smica. Rob, it's all yours, pal.
Yeah, the boys are still with me. John, still life in the old dog, isn't there?
It's all about that, like. It's getting harder and harder. Oh, fantastic night, great turnout. Results somewhat irrelevant, but, it was excellent, bittersweet for me. Weird that my last goal in football possibly could be against Ireland, Republic of Ireland, my country. So, but everyone was superb, and Vlad got on the score sheet, which is great to see.
It's not a Liverpool comeback unless you score, is it?
No, it's not, but I was so happy that a lot of fans turned out today, and it was great. I'm happy that I scored, of course, but it was not important. Important was the we've been here, we played the game, and because of the fans, we enjoy it.
And you can now say you've scored at Lansdowne Road and at the Aviva.
Yeah, that's a bonus. Obviously you scored some goals at Lansdowne Road, which was, extremely fantastic for myself. But the pitch is a little bit better than Lansdowne, you have to say. And it's lovely to score in front of the great Irish Liverpool fans and everyone that's turned out tonight. They've done brilliant. Well done to everyone.
Now, usually in these Legends games, we see you boys have 45 minutes, then go and sit down, but there's a couple of second stints tonight, and I think a few people were feeling it by the end.
Yeah, of course, our fitness is not at the same level as we used to. We used to have it's tough to come back to the game when you're sitting for half an hour on the bench, and then you have to go and play another half an hour. But we had a few players tonight, and at the end it was okay. Nobody is injured. That's important.
And it's been about having fun, it's been about enjoying it, but it has been about a very important cause, as we said pre-match, and to see so many people here supporting must make you very proud to be a former Liverpool player and a former Republic of Ireland player.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt Liverpool Football Club is like a family. I was very fortunate to play for Liverpool and to play for the Republic of Ireland, and tonight shows what it's all about. Brilliant, nearly 30,000 turning out, and not a great night. Very cold. Hopefully they were well entertained. I thought the game was pretty good, but most importantly, Sean and his family obviously will benefit from everyone tonight.
Well done tonight, boys. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks so much, Rob. Aldo there, John Aldridge, Vladimir Smith, Don Matteo speaking so eloquently as well.
Yeah, both the boys spoke very, very well, and I think they both got it right, didn't they? It's all about raising the money for Sean and the family, but as well, people were entertained. They came and seen a good game, and everyone put the effort in. But it was all about raising some funds for Sean tonight.
Absolutely well said, Dom. So, as I say before, if you would like to make a donation to the Sean Cox Rehabilitation Trust, then just go to our club website, liverpoolfc.com, for further details. I think someone's asking Robbie Fowler for his shirt there. We see Sander Westerveld doing high fives with these supporters as well. Brilliant. Kenny Cunningham in there as well, giving the young supporter his old captain's armband as well.
Nice touch that, isn't it, from Kenny?
It's fantastic. As I say, whenever these players get together again, it's all smiles and stuff. It's brilliant, and the reason they're here is all part of Sean Cox, but it's a big step forward for Sean being here tonight and reunited with his family.
That was an amazing moment, wasn't it, when we seen the pictures of Sean tonight. It was great, very inspirational for everyone to see that, and like you say, we wish him all the best now going forward with his recovery.
And as Aldo rightly said there, Dom, he said you just don't know if that's his last appearance at the Liverpool Legends side. He's scoring
60
goals.
now, isn't he?
60, yeah.
He's still doing well. He's still a fit guy, and got some good game time tonight. And to get his goal there for John, that was a really nice touch. And like you say, for to play for both teams as well.
And a 100% winning record for Sir Kenny Dalglish with the Liverpool Legends team.
He said before the game he didn't want to go back into management, but maybe if the results keep going this way, Steve, you never know.
Didn't do badly, did he, as Liverpool manager? Winning every domestic trophy he could win as a manager as well. For Liverpool, the league, the FA Cup, the League Cup.
I think brilliant. I think it was great to see Mick McCarthy here tonight as well, the actual Ireland manager. Coming down and supporting as well, which was fantastic. Along with Kenny and Rushy doing the Liverpool team.
Yeah, it was a wonderful night. Great to see Sean Cox here. This night was all about Sean, and we wish him sincerely all the best. And now we can go down pitch side again to Rob Jones, who's got Phil Babb with him, I think, and Jason McAteer.
Well, Phil Babb and Jason McAteer, two men who cut very weary figures. That was a long old shift tonight, Jason.
I didn't think I had it in me, to be fair. 90 minutes, flipping heck. Thought them days are gone. Seriously, my calves, in fact, everything's just screaming.
Chest,
I got my chest. I couldn't breathe for about a minute. 90 minutes. Listen, it was just... I went to see Sean Cox before the game. And I know we're here for Sean Cox and to raise as much money as we can, but when I went up to see him, it broke my heart. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous. It's so sad. But But, you know, we're here to raise as much money as we can, and Phil will back me up here. We get the easy job, you know, to run 90 minutes around a football pitch. You know, that's easy compared to, you know, what he's going through and his family are going through, and that's the least we can do. And, you know, the real heroes tonight are the people who turned up, because they're the ones who have got to put their hand in a pocket and watch us run around like that for 90 minutes. But we've raised, I don't know, we're going to raise a lot of money, and, you know, it's going to go towards his rehabilitation, and hopefully he's going to get better, you know, some way of getting better, and that's what it's all about.
Does it make it a little bit easier finding the bit of energy in the last 10 minutes, knowing what Sean and his family have gone through, and also knowing how many people tonight have come out here to support what he's going through?
I mean, his family have been inspirational. You know, it's such a tragic event, but the family have rallied together, the country's rallied together, and obviously the Liverpool supporters and the Liverpool family have got together and put on this fantastic event. So as Jason says, the real heroes are the people that are turning up and supporting, putting events on up and down the country, back home in Liverpool as well, putting events on, and it's just been a special event. It's a long road back for Sean and his family, but anything we can do to help, we don't mind putting on the shirt and running about, as Jason says. It's been a worthy cause.
How would you describe your left-back display? Marauding?
Do you want me to describe it?
Yes, please.
No, hang on a minute. Not this way. I'm no Andy Robertson, that's for sure. I tried, but as Jason said, it's just getting those minutes. You know, I think when you get to our age and you stop at half time, you can't get going again the second half. But
when you go and get changed after an hour, it makes it even more difficult.
Yeah, I said to Mick, I'll have 5 minutes at the end. He went, no, chiller. Kevin Kilbane got injured. He went and walloped me on. So no, it was good. I just thought that marking Robbie in the first half. I mean, he's still brilliant, Robbie Keane, and he's so sharp. He can still play for sure. And then I thought I'd mark him in the second half, but they took him off, so that was the right result for me.
Jason, there was a moment in the second half where the ball was pinged across field and someone took it down on their chest and said, what a good touch that was. And I realised it was you. I mean, you've still got it.
You never lose it. It's like riding a bike, Rob. It's like riding a bike. You just don't lose it.
You had, didn't you?
Yeah. Was that the second half or the first?
Second.
Was it the one over there, Sander? Yeah, cheers, Sander. He was pinged at about 40 yards. I know, yeah, get hold of that. Yeah, I mean, in your head, you think you can still do it, don't you? But your body's screaming, no! Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, I'm 47. Like, I feel like I'm Peter Pan when I get out here, and it just doesn't happen. It's just like, seriously, the warm-up, I feel great. It's when the whistle goes and you got to like run round. And like he said, Robbie Keane is just an absolute nightmare because he's in, he's out, he's twisting, he's turning, he's on the shoulder, he's trying to get into gaps. Then he gets the ball at his feet and he's twisting and turning. You can't touch him. And, you know, you're doing doggying all the time and you're like, doggying that is, and you're, and you're round his feet. Oh, we passed the watershed.
Thankfully.
And it's just like, and then you've got to go again and get up and down. And, you know, yeah.
It's a great result, to be fair, Rob, because they had such a young side compared to us. We had a depleted squad as well, so most of the lads played 90 minutes. They had 25 men. They were rotating, rolling subs. So to come away with a win is a testament to the lads' quality.
You know, we turn up from Liverpool and we come over and we get looked after absolutely brilliantly. But you know, the foreign lads, you know, Bjorn and Paddy and Vladdy and Sander, and you know, they're flying in from different countries. You know, credit to them. You know, the time and their effort that they put in, and you know, we'll have a pint tonight and we love it. You know, we get back together and we, you know, we are. I know. Do you know what? Right, this thing about family. Some people go, oh, but we are. It's like we're so close. Honest to God, it breaks my heart sometimes how close we are in a nice way, because it's just we're there for each other, and you know, we go through a lot. And you know, we're there for each other. The lads are a very special bunch. This bunch of lads.
And what we know about the Irish, Phil, is that they know how to do it on the pitch, but afterwards as well, the post-match is usually fairly entertaining.
We are past the watershed, yeah? Yeah.
Careful, though.
I'll be very careful. No, it's going to be very reserved, because whoever done the logistics programming has got us flying out at 4, 5, 6 in the morning, so it's not going to be a late night tonight.
Our boss Nina's calling us on there. She's got to get back. She's got to get up in the morning.
Right, clear off and go and have a nice bath.
Brilliant.
Well done, boys.
Mate.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you so much, Rob. How brilliant was that with Jason and Phil? Absolutely fantastic. Well, this night is a night that Sean Cox, his wife Martina, son Jack and daughters Shauna and Emma will never forget. The picture of the night was seeing Sean Cox at the Aviva Stadium in Dublin. Keith Andrews opened the scoring for the Republic of Ireland Legends, but Kenny Dalglish's Legends, John Aldridge scored. Aldo back in Ireland from the spot. Vladimir Smitsa with the winner. What a night for Sean Cox in Ireland. It finished Republic of Ireland Legends 1, Liverpool Legends 2.
This is Anfield. These are our streets. These are our routines. This is our home. These are our Saturdays, our nights after school. These are our colors, our flags, our pubs, our gates, our mates, our crest, our words, which stand alone. This is the man who started it all, and this was his favorite place. This is the cop where we taught the rest how to sing. This is the pitch where we once watched the king. These are the stairs we walked up hand in hand, and these are the lights that light up the dark. These are the good times, and these are the bad times. This is what doubt looks like. This is how heartbreak feels. And this is how you fight back. This is refusing to know when you're down. This is support. This is community. This is solidarity. This is how you hold your head up high when the storm is all around you. This is how you fight for what you believe in when everyone else doubts you. This is the first time. This is the 100th time. These are the reasons to look forward to the end of the shift, to the end of the week, to the end of the storm. This is the team we'll always adore. For others it's sport, for us it's a way of life. They have a stadium, we have a home. They have songs, we have an anthem. They have a manager, we have a guardian. They have supporters, we are a family. We are Liverpool. This means more.
Doing brilliantly, Curtis Jones. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Really well played by Curtis Jones.
Get all the best build-up and reaction to every Liverpool game right here on LFC TV. Sue Smith goes behind the scenes to bring you the very latest from the Liverpool FC women's team.
Experience exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from Liverpool's home games in the latest editions of Inside Anfield.
We take a closer look at some of the Reds' most memorable and significant European encounters in European classics.
The Academy returns to your screens with an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at one of the most celebrated youth setups in football.
There's lots to be excited about in the month of April here on LFC TV.
Smites are a hero in Istanbul and a hero in Dublin tonight. His goal proving decisive. It gave the Liverpool Legends a 2-1 win over Ireland. Of course, tonight's game over in Dublin in aid of Sean Cox. This is how you can get involved and show your support. Head to the Liverpool FC website and donate if you can. Hey, welcome back to the show. Gary Gillespie and Dom Matteo back alongside me in the studio. Action-packed, eventful. There were some goals as well. Let's get straight to all the action. And it was Ireland who took the lead, and it was a really well-taken goal. Great delivery for it, and a great header to score it from Keith Andrews.
Yeah, Kavanagh, who'd come on for our own money. Whelan finds himself in a wide right position. He's got bags of room to cross it. but you've got to have the right sort of delivery, and it was a fantastic low, flat kind of cross, and it's got enough pace on it, so any player that's got to go and head it has just got to get a touch on it, and that's what Keith Andrews does. He makes a great run into the box, and I said that this at half-time, midfield players, we don't see this often enough in the Premier League, that midfield players get in situations like this, and it's a wonderful header, and it's a really good goal from Ireland's point of view. Nothing that you could really do as a goalkeeper to stop that.
This was a stage where Ireland had been the better side. They had a bright start to the game, they looked good, they were on top.
Yeah, they were keeping the ball well, weren't they? Creating probably more chances, and Sander, under a little bit of pressure, did well at times and had to defend well, but they had some younger, fresher legs, as the lads mentioned after the game. They could change their team around a little bit more than what the Liverpool boys could, but they were certainly sharp, yeah.
Yeah, opening goal went to Ireland. Liverpool soon level. Penalty was the route back into the game, and no doubt about the penalty. Could have been two penalties in one foul swoop.
Yeah, it wasn't the best tackle, wasn't it, from Kenny Cunningham there, no doubts there. It was a penalty. Jermaine Pennant, you can just see as he comes inside there, it just sticks out a leg, and it's a little bit of sloppy defending. And Jermaine, he's certainly going to go down there, isn't he, if you give him an opportunity.
Just saying that Kenny Cunningham actually played very well across
the match.
He
did, he played the majority of the game and defended very well. That was just the one thing he probably did wrong, but the old shuffle, wasn't it, and right in the corner. I mean, Gary's seen that probably more than me. It was a great penalty.
A great goal scorer, Aldo. I mean, for a guy that couldn't really run that quickly, you know, but his positional sense and the ability to be in the end of things, and his penalty kicks were like legendary, to be honest with you. But what a goal scorer. And the thing about Aldo is, when you look at his stats in his career, he did it in every division. You know, he left like Liverpool, probably everybody thinking he's past his prime. He went to Spain and was a legend in Spain. I mean, incredible career that he had. And then he came back, and then he did it at Tranmere, both on and off the pitch. No, but all credit to Aldo. I mean, it's not easy when you're 60 years of age running about. Trust me, it's not easy at all.
Yeah, and you saw how much it meant to all the other lads to see Aldo get a goal, such a popular lad amongst the group. Vladdy Smica had one chalked off in the first half, but he did get a goal in the second half, Dom, and he actually played well in his two kind of cameo spells in the game, and it's a really well taken goal.
Yeah, it was a good move, wasn't it? Richie Partridge ball into him there, and it's just the timing of the pass now, isn't it, from Robbie Keane, and he makes a lovely run. And you know, I said in the commentary, when he gets in there, Vladdy, you always fancy him to score when he gets in them tight areas, because he's so calm and composed. And it was just a lovely little dink, wasn't it, as the keeper come out, just lifts it a little bit over him and does him a little bit with the eyes as well. But when Vladimir gets into them positions, I can see, look at the timing of the run and the ball from Robbie Keane, perfect, and just a little deft touch there, just enough just to get it over the keeper, and then a brilliant goal.
Real good goal, wasn't it? Because the build-up, the ball into Keane itself by Robbie Partridge, it's a fantastic ball by Partridge, and then the little run. And it's all about the timing of the run, really, as well, and the delivery of the pass at the right time. If it's delayed a split second longer, he runs offside, but absolutely fantastic goal.
Yeah, really well finished goal from Vladdy Smica. Niall Quinn, hero of Irish football, was thrown on in the second half, almost made an immediate impact though.
Yeah, I mean, I've played against Big Niall a few times, he's a handful, and when the ball comes in, I mean, I wasn't sure if he was trying to head that back across the goal, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It just heads it just onto the bar. It's very unlucky, and good cross in as well. What
was he like to play against? Because sometimes these big, tall, kind of rangy guys like Peter Crouch can be awkward sometimes.
Yeah, very good touch as well. A bit like Crouch in a way. You know, he could get hold of the ball well, but you didn't want to go wrestling with people like Niall Quinn. Just sometimes you used to let them have it, and maybe you just got to defend the second balls against players like him. I mean, Gary will play against similar players.
I actually played against him when he was just breaking through the
side.
He's a big, tall, gangly guy. I mean, later on in his career, he was a lot physically stronger. When he first came into the team, he was a little bit weak. Well, not weak, but certainly slighter than what he was when he was in his pomp. But, you know, ironic, really. I mean, Aldo, I think, scored with his first touch. I think that was his first touch as well. He could have easily got a goal as well.
Yeah, very close to it. Couple of half chances from there for Ireland in the second half. There was a penalty shout that wasn't given, probably only a slight shout. And by and large, Dom, Liverpool were actually probably better across the second half.
Yeah, they were actually, surprisingly with the amount of changes that Ireland can make. But I think this is the penalty appeal, isn't it? I just think he just gets blocked off a little bit, doesn't he? Shown some ledger by Gillespie there. Not Gary. But we know it wasn't much in it. I think at first we thought he was going to give a penalty, but there was a laughing joke about it, didn't he? I don't think there was much in it.
Yeah, not to be given, I don't think. Our one was far more clear-cut. That one, he's just stepped across him. You know, there's always a few laughs, a few jokes across the course of these games. That's the nature of them. And what you want to see is, well, you want to see a little bit of football, but the crowd actually quite like the guys playing up to the camera, and there are a few instances of that across the course of the game. Jason, as he often is, involved.
Wasn't the best ball from Babsy that,
no.
Was it, to be honest?
Well, I think in fairness to Jace, I think he had actually just done just done enough to keep it in, to be honest with you. And he obviously thought that way as well. But again, this is him having to chase it, and then manages to keep it in on that occasion. Reminded me of the Steve McMahon situation like that, where like Steve McMahon stopped it on the line and then nutmegged somebody, but nobody was closing Jason down on that occasion. And this is Aldo. This is the worst thing in the world. When you're that age and you just know the ball's running away from you and you're never going to catch it. But at least the crowd saw the funny side of it.
Yeah, the fans loved that, didn't they? I think he's a bit of a legend there, isn't he? And Ronnie as well with Mick McCarthy, absolutely brilliant. Great to see that. I mean, obviously these guys played together as well, but brilliant.
Yeah, he's kidding on that he's upset again taking off. Trust me, he'd be absolutely delighted.
Inwardly delighted, I think it's fair to say. Great stuff, great game, some great football, and a few funny bits along the way. What has the boss made of it all? We can find out now. Sir Kenny Dalglish is speaking with Rob Jones.
Well, Sir Kenny, another very special night.
Yeah, the football was important because it was entertaining for the people that came along to watch, but the most important one was Sean and his foundation. It's looking to move them onwards and upwards, and hopefully that'll help a great deal. But I think it was a quite entertaining match. I think there'll be a few lads a bit sore tomorrow and the next few days, but still it was worth it.
Now, I thought when I came down to watch from the pitch side in the second half that you would just be there, you'd be reserved and just sit and watch the match, but you can't help yourself but shout some instructions, can you?
No, but they don't need to listen to the instructions. That's for my benefit, no theirs. I thought it was reserved, it was okay. It wasn't it's not the same level, but you still, all the lads are the same. They have a laugh and a joke before the game, and when you get out there, they want to compete, they want to win, so it doesn't change. It doesn't go out that's the way you've been brought up. It doesn't go out your blood just because you're retired. When you get to the games like this, the camaraderie, the whole atmosphere in the dressing room is brilliant. So when they go out on the pitch, they want to win.
And when it comes to sort of coming together for a good cause like this, to see so many people, does it continue to surprise and amaze you just what this club can do when it comes together?
I wouldn't say that if I said no, it would sound as if it's presumptuous, but it's no presumptuous. It's fully appreciated. But nothing that the supporters do for this club and the people that come and support the club would surprise you, because if someone's a bit unlucky, right, and certainly Sean was unlucky, then they'll rally round and they'll support and give everything they can to try and help that person get better or do something anyway. Like, in the best way they know what to do is to play football, and if playing football can help Sean along the way, then everybody's done their part. But it's not just the people that have come here to play the game. I mean, the first team have done something as well, the whole club have done something, so he knows, or his family know, that everybody's fully behind him and supportive of them, and we'll do as much as we possibly can to make it less burdensome for them.
2 wins from 2 as Legends manager. You sure you can't be tempted back?
I never got that when I was working.
Well then, Kenny, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, great stuff. Maybe pick out one man who caught the eye a little bit. Robbie Fowler was very impressive tonight, Gary.
Yeah, as I say, we were talking about him at the beginning of the game, how great a finisher he was, but I think all round in general his play was really, really good, and his combination with Robbie Keane as well I thought was a real threat. And surprised he went off, whether he was a little bit tired or whether he had a little bit of a knock, but obviously came back on. Yeah, he's still got it, Robbie. He's maybe carrying a few extra pounds, but he's still quite sharp, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got loads of ability. Look, he just loves playing, doesn't he? And like Kenny summed it up there, all the boys just like being together and doing things like this to help people out, and Robbie's all about that.
And to sum it up, in the end, just another great example of everyone pulling together, and ultimately for what is a very worthwhile cause to support Sean in his recovery.
Yeah, I think everybody pulling in the right direction, everybody doing their bit, and hopefully we'll continue to do that, and hopefully Sean will get better. Yeah,
it's a long road back for him, but nights like tonight will help. That funding will help him and his family.
Yeah, most definitely, and I think it was an incredible sight to see Sean tonight. You know, when the camera panned to him, it was brilliant, and it was very inspiring for all of us to see that. So yeah, just wish him all the best going forward.
Yeah, it's only a small thing, but that small thing could make all the difference in what will be a long journey for him.
It will be, and his family got a part to play in that as well, and I think the football club have got a part. I'm sure that will be the case throughout, and we wish them all the best.
Gentlemen, thank you for your company in the studio today. A great showing from the boys here, great showing by the legends over in Dublin. We will end the show by remembering a true Liverpool legend, though. The sad news broke in the build-up to tonight's game that Tommy Smith passed away at the age of 74. He made 638 appearances for Liverpool and helped them to win their first FA Cup and the first European Cup as well. He was one of the guys, the founding fathers, effect, of this modern-day Liverpool side. We'll wrap up today's show by remembering a true Liverpool great, the Anfield Iron, Tommy Smith, who passed away today. Goodbye.
Get all the best build-up and reaction to every Liverpool game right here on LFC TV. Whether it's at Anfield or on our travels, Matchday Live is right there at the heart of every game. Before kick-off, we've got every angle covered with the best previews, interviews and all the latest team news. Straight after the final whistle, we've got exclusive reaction from the dressing room, along with in-depth analysis and a chance for you to have your say about your club, right here on your club channel. That's Matchday Live at the heart of every Liverpool game here on LFC TV.
Well, can Arsenal get themselves a lift? Joel Matip away. Oh, Bellerin's lost it. And here is Mohamed Salah. And he has support as well. This time, can he do it? He's got the big chance. He's got the big goal. Liverpool have the third. And Arsenal are being put to sleep by Liverpool here.
Nobody's going to catch Mo Salah from this sort of angle and this sort of distance. Can he handle the situation better than what he's done before? You bet he can.
Alexander-Arnold. And Salah! Oh, it's brilliant! What a finish by Mo Salah. Liverpool have had to be patient, but who else than Mo Salah to find a way through? He just keeps on scoring goals. Well, that's really risky. It's given away. And here's Salah. Oh, what a goal! And Liverpool are in front. Southampton give the ball away. And Mo Salah, he picked his moment, he picked his spot, and hey presto, 1-0 to Liverpool. Salah, Coutinho, and on to Salah! The man who simply can't stop scoring has gone into double figures in the Premier League, and he's done it against his former club. Mohamed Salah, the quickest to react, as he so often is. And Liverpool lead against Chelsea. And he's still going away from Fletcher. And Salah is there. Oh, what a goal! Mohamed Salah
Even when he doesn't start, he comes on and scores. And he's just wrapped this one up for Liverpool with a scintillating volley. Here's Salah, and still Salah. Oh, Mohamed Salah! How about that on your Merseyside derby debut? Beat one, beat two, and picked out the top corner, and picked out a goal from the very top draw. This man just cannot be stopped. Touched by Milner. Salah rolled his man. Salah for Liverpool. Goal for Liverpool. 2 for Mohamed Salah. And Mohamed Salah really is Liverpool's man of 2017. That's a ball that will be off for Mane to chase. Ederson will come. He's not got it. And this is Salah. And Mohamed Salah! He's made it.